Welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be speaking and discussing the subject of don't be a dumb housewife or girlfriend. Now, I get a lot of questions from women who ask, well, do I keep my bank account separate? How do I, get money? Do I get an allowance? And da 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 da. The answer is you keep your own money, you get your own account, you have your own savings, and preferably if you have the time, energy, and ambition, start a small business. It could be online, it could be just any type of business. It could be a Poshmark, it could be selling your old clothes, whatever it is that's bringing you another stream of income. That's a business. Okay, so when I speak about don't be a dumb housewife or girlfriend, I mean don't allow your husband or your boyfriend to solely be in charge of your money. That means you keep yours and you take his. Okay. And the reason why I was so prompted to do this video is because I've been doing a lot of reading this fall, and I've been reading this book where there was a lot of dumb housewives and it was making me mad. So I figured I need to do a book review and talk to you ladies as well, not to be a girlfriend who's dumb or a housewife who's dumb. So the book that I read, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, by Grady Hendrix. I finished this yesterday or the day before yesterday. This book is about a bunch of Southern housewives in Charleston, North Carolina, and how they live in these nice houses in this nice neighborhood with their kids and their husbands who, are in charge of all the money, and they're kind of the dominant male over the female, and the females are just, housewives that clean, have a book club and gossip and stuff like that. So it does have a little bit of like, it's from the 80s and 90s, and it is Southern, so it's going to give you a little bit of that type of lifestyle. Also, there's a cleaning lady, nurse, caretaker woman who's like this Black woman that has like all these struggles because she lives on the bad side of town, and they're kind of gentrifying her neighborhood. And, there's lots of crime over there, and they won't look into it because, uh, they're people of color and they don't really care. So she asks for help from these housewives to see what's going on and to try to get the police involved because they'll listen to them. And a lot of the housewives are like, no, I don't think I can get involved because the business, the husbands are, doing business with this person who might be a suspect, and da 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 da. And so they're trying to like save their community, save their lives. They don't really care until the danger comes to their neighborhood, and then they have to do something about it. So this is the name of the book, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. So I started to read a new book. It's also about vampires. But the link is in the description bar, and it's a link to all the little fall items that I suggest for this season, and this book is included. So if you got your little fall candles, you got your little Bath and Body Works pumpkin pecan waffle spray, light you a candle, get you a good book and start reading. This will teach you how not to be as a housewife, because these ladies had no clue about the finances. They were just wives, maids, everything I tell y'all not to be. They really didn't talk up to their husband. But the one character that did redeem herself towards the end is the main character, when she asked for a divorce from the husband because he was obviously cheating, and he was a psychologist. So he was always treating her like a patient and threatening her to put her away if she didn't cooperate, or, have the kids not be able to see her if she wouldn't cooperate and take these pills, or blah, 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 blah. So she got rid of him at the end. But it's a really good story. It's a page turner. It's funny. It's grotesque. If you like grotesque description, get this book. If you have a weak stomach, skip those parts because it is very detailed and grotesque in some areas. It is a horror comedy fiction. But though, okay, the women in here are, they seem really weak until the end, until they all band together to get rid of like this, vampire. And the vampire was very seductive and, got all their husbands to be besties and invest money into a company and fooled everyone except one of the women who was always suspicious of him. And no other woman would believe her in the neighborhood until finally one saw a dead body he kept in his attic in a suitcase. So, and he actually, like, these are spoilers. So, but anyway, you got to read the book. It's very good. And the part that made me upset is because at the end, when she divorced, she didn't get anything because he took everything. He told her how it was going to be. He's like, "Well, if we divorce, I'm keeping the house, the lake house, and you could leave it what you came with, basically." And he was thinking that since he had all the property, that the kids would want to live with him, and so he asked the kids, "Do you want to live with me or your mother?" And they chose the mother because he had started to try to do the same thing with the kids by, talking to them like they didn't know what they were feeling, or like they were some type of patient. So they wanted to live with the mom. And plus he was always out. He was always gone. He was like an absent father. He's always traveling, always got excuses. There were women calling the house, blah, 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 blah. And all the women knew that their husbands were either cheating or doing something, but they ignored it, like I tell y'all to do, because they were living such a grand lifestyle, except for, a couple of the women just listened because they weren't in charge of any of the finances. One of the women may have had a little secret stash, which she was able to loan the main character upon her divorce. So always have your little secret stash, always have your money, always have your own savings, always have something that you can keep, even if it's a trust for your kids or something. Or if you're a girlfriend, same thing. Don't move in with a man unless you got money to move out wherever you want to move. I see a lot of women get into these dumb situations. They don't know how to speak their mind, and they end up looking stupid. And the men depend on that. So it's very important to have everything in order before you decide to marry or live with someone. Make sure they're, contributing to you, and you're putting that where it needs to go so that you have access to whatever it is that you're trying to have. Okay. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but I gave a lot already, so that's all I'm giving away for that book. So make sure what you're doing is stashing your money and not spending it on frivolous things. Like, if you have, like, and I'm going to talk to y'all about extravagance. Like, a lot of these women did not buy a lot of frivolous things because they were kind of what they call like generational wealth or old money. They didn't buy stupid like designer stuff all the time. They were investing more in their house, in their property, in their kids' education. Their activities was like obviously a book club. So, they show the difference between, how people spend money and, how some people, you know, um, well, they just show you how they spent their money. They don't really focus on trying to look a certain way. They just were. And so I think that's a good lesson too. Like, if you are in a relationship and you've never had, a lot of money at your disposal, don't go crazy with it. Okay. Keep it. Don't try to be too flashy, because that is like a telltale sign that you've been poor at some time in your life and you're trying to flash because you've never had it. So that's another like turn off to a lot of certain types of men, especially if they have money. And so less flash, more cash. Don't ever tell them what you got. Don't tell them what you have. Don't tell them what you're doing. Like, be as vague as possible, because men tend to do the same thing to women. So don't give away too much of your information, because if they start asking too many questions, that's not a good thing. Okay. Spring. You say he provide, but he's sneaky. You just need, well, be the same way, ma'am. Be the exact same way. Save your money, get money, save it. If he is giving you money, put it somewhere. People are that way for a reason. They don't trust people financially. So you shouldn't either. and you should know the ins and outs of how everything runs in your house in case something happens. Blah 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 blah. At least know the gist of it or how to find out. You know, a lot of women don't have this problem because they're independent or they're the ones that take care of all the financial responsibilities. So if you are not one of those women, make sure that you don't remain dumb and you keep your money and get his. Okay. Another thing is a lot of times people underestimate women and they want to play on how emotional they are and how they're not very logical. So another thing I learned in this book is that they will try to tell you what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how you should respond to certain things and how it's not logical and things like that. And they will try to, change how you think or make you feel a certain way because you have feelings or whatever. That's fine. That's why so many women hide their feelings and are less emotional now because there are too many men out there trying to edit and tell a woman how she should feel or that she's not logical or da da da. Da. So what women I've noticed because this is that book was in the 90s and in the 80s. This is the book I'm talking about. It's linked in the description. Um, under I think it's the first link. Okay, so it shows you how men used to treat women, and they still do a lot of these type of men today. Versus now they really can't get away with it because so many women have numbed themselves to what men think and they're smarter now. So that's a great thing. I like to see how things used to be back then versus how they are now because of the internet and people sharing information. Sprinkle sprinkle. You say you got his credit card? Girl, you got what you wanted, man. He'll reach out. I mean, he's invested a lot. Sprinkle sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, so a lot of people know that you need to have your own stash even before you start dating anybody. And don't volunteer to pay for nothing. Some of y'all pick me should get on my nerves when y'all start volunteering. Like, oh, I got it, I help. Shut up. Stop volunteering your money. Act like you ain't got none. It's none of their business. Stop bragging on how much you earn. Stop bragging on your position, your job, your career, because if all the dusties here and all them people here is I will pay for you. So stop that. Brag about that to people that don't need your money. Okay? Brag about it to people with more money if you must brag. Okay, just brag about it to a stranger that doesn't need anything from you. Don't talk about it with other people. I know a lot of people feel accomplished and they want to share their accomplishments and their, prosperity and all this kind of stuff, good news with other people. But sometimes you just can't do that and function properly in relationships. Okay, so keep your mouth closed and shut up. We don't care. Anybody can earn money. It's not that hard. But can you keep it? Can you keep it? Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. Thank you. All right. So be smart. Don't be dumb. If you really need motivation to speak your mind and speak up, read certain books that portray women in a way where they're unable to do so, such as this book. I like this book because at the end, like at least one of the women took their power and flipped the script and got what they wanted. So it's like out of 5 women, one decided to do something. Because like in these southern towns, like back in the 80s and 90s, women were just totally dependent on these men, and all they did was just take care of the kids, do carpool, have book clubs, drink their white wine, and gossip, and they could care less about secret stashes, investments, or starting their own little side business. They could care less about that. because they were like society, high society and stuff like that. So what you really want is to um, focus more, like if you want to not feel like you're always working and stuff, if you have a business and you want to be in the society circles, the best thing to do is to start a like a fundraiser or adopt a fundraiser um, type or charity and throw fundraisers for it, write it off on your taxes, and then you can mingle with certain people and still have your own business and advertise your business at the same time with associated with the charity that you are, you know, helping. So you can do both and get more money. You can get double because you only have to give 20% of the donations. You can give more if you want, but that's the minimum. That's the minimum. So if you're not the business type, become the business type, because read the title of the video. Don't be a dumb housewife or girlfriend. Okay. Anybody can. Do you know how to use the phone? Do you have a Poshmark app? That's a business right there. Okay. Y'all, when I say business, I don't mean a giant corporation. I mean selling your old shoes and clothes or old purses to start off with. Okay. Think small if you can't think big, and then grow. Uh-oh, sprinkle. So I have a book. Is that the book? No, it's not here. It tells you how to start these small little online businesses. Most businesses you can start on a phone or a laptop, and all it takes like literally 5 minutes to get um, you know, a DBA online. Literally, most of the stuff you can do online, and it allows you to collect more streams of income. Okay, if you can sell your clothes, if you can take a picture and upload it to a phone, you can start a business. Okay, if you ain't got no bank account, that might be a problem. And remember, it's going to start off small and grow. And the more you see the potential for your business to grow, the more you're going to want to learn about it so you can get paid more. Okay. The more you're going to be interested in things to get you more money. And if the man can initially and give you the money to start with, then definitely take it. Because like even on Poshmark, if you get tired of selling your old clothes or you run out of stuff to sell, they have a boutique part where you can sell brand new items or wholesale items, you know. So you don't have to just keep finding stuff in your closet unless you want to. I mean, some people make entire careers out of thrifting, finding, expensive brands and reselling. They make a career out of that, or finding antiques and doing the same thing. You don't need to be, a graduate of a business school to get paid. You just need to be smart and think outside of the box. And instead of thinking too large, start with what you know. Okay. Why y'all keep asking me dumb questions? Okay, I'm trying to be nice. I'm going to help y'all, but if y'all ask me dumb questions, I'm gonna give y'all dumb answers. Okay. Okay, here's a question. You said, should you drop out of college? Why would y'all ask me a question like that? Don't y'all have y'all own free will in mind? Okay. Honestly, if you look good enough to get a husband that's going to support your entire lifestyle, you can go to school at any time, after, during marriage, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you look like, ma'am. Don't drop out if you ugly. Don't drop out if you ugly. If you cute and don't even need to go to college, and you know you can get a man to pay all your bills and support your lifestyle, great. Because you can go to school and you can make him pay for it after you get married. Okay? Or while you're dating, while you're engaged. But if you ugly, stay in school. Spark. Or you multitask. Go to school and see what you can, go date and see what you can find. Maybe they'll pay maybe they'll pay your tuition and your books or whatever, your college fees. Do both. And if you decide you can't do one or the other, then choose the one that's giving you the most. Because you can always get a degree later. You could get a college degree at 30, 40, 50. But can you get a provider husband that's gonna pay for it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. You said if you ugly, stay in school. Yes, because you're gonna need that. Just in case. Okay. If you're smart, you could start your own business. You could be ugly and have a business. You don't necessarily have to stay in school if you're smart. If you're a self-starter, if you think outside of the box, if you don't need people to give you instruction and you're ambitious, you can start your own business and totally skip all of that stuff because that's what I would do. I mean, I did both. I did both. So I did both. And I'm telling you, the one that pays more is not the college. Not the college degree. That one don't pay more for me. Okay. But they did give me some interesting information that I totally could have Googled. So totally could have Googled everything I learned. Okay. Y'all, if y'all are doing caps, y'all are getting timed out. I told y'all don't do that. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. Y'all, it's common sense. Okay, think about this. People hire the laziest people that are creative. Why? Because there are more easier ways to do things. So I always tell people to sit in a room and think of the easiest, laziest way that you can make money. That's legal. Okay? Think about all the apps you've seen, all the ads you see when you're scrolling through your social media. Just sit down and quiet your mind and ask yourself some questions. Okay? Ask yourself questions. The easiest, fastest, cheapest way to earn money. When I say start a business, I don't mean go all out and spend thousands of dollars on a startup. I mean, think about what you already have and what you can make off of what you already have and then grow from there. Okay? Because a lot of people think too big and too much and they have too little. Unless you have a sponsor and a man ready to just throw money at you, then, great. If you have a lot of money, I would still suggest starting small if you know nothing, because you can grow and learn at the same time. I've seen people start businesses. They buy all this merch. They buy all these, postcards, cards, boxes that fold with the logo on it, stickers, keychains, and don't even sell nothing. Okay. Don't do too much. Don't make your merch bigger than your business. Okay. That's one thing I could tell y'all. And yes, you can start small and grow. They have places like Etsy, Poshmark, even Amazon, eBay. And then you could go from there and get your own website. After that, then you get that Wix website, you get that Shopify website. Once you start growing your business on the smaller websites, it just takes time, but it's so well worth it because you have your money, he's giving you money, you have your businesses. And if they're very low maintenance businesses, like online businesses, you only probably work a few minutes a day, if anything, checking emails, especially if you have a drop shipper and they do all the shipping, or if you have to ship one or two things out, that's literally it. And if you have any type of virtual business with digital products, ebooks, or even books like on Amazon, or whatever, some type of digital program or class or whatever, you can still get paid without ever having to buy anything. Maybe just some, maintenance fees on a website. That's it. So think outside the box. Get y'all's money, get y'all's men to fund you. Don't tell them what it's for. Don't let them invest. Just, it's a gift. Give me the money or stay over there. Okay. Don't ask men for money for investments in your business. Don't tell them nothing about your business. Just ask them for some money. Tell them it's for a purse, lie, do something, and then put it towards whatever you want. Okay. I said businesses, like I don't really suggest working for other people unless you like taking orders. Yeah. Classmates trying to make you feel bad because you do OnlyFans, but I'm in college back. Girl, who cares? Why would they make you feel bad? Tell them that you are they going to pay your tuition? Then they have nothing to say. Sparkle, sparkle. Or go find your sugar daddy. Either way, if you care what people think, you're never gonna make it in this world. Okay, that should be your number one college lesson. Stop caring what people think, or you ain't gonna go nowhere, with or without college. Okay. I said don't ask for investments. I said ask for money. Don't say I need you to. Don't ever say these words to a man. I want you to invest in my business. Don't ever say that. Say I want you to give me some money. And then go start your own business. He don't got to know what you're doing. Okay. So many women want to seem like they are all this and all that. And they want to talk to a man and talk about, I'm going to start a business. Would you want to be an investor? Shut up. Just get up. Tell him you need some money for a purse and go start your own business. And don't tell him nothing. Okay. Because that's literally all it takes to start a decent size, online business is what y'all consider purse money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. For the amount of a Louis Vuitton purse or a Chanel purse, y'all could be rolling big in y'all's new fantastic business. And if you buy a car that weighs over 6,000 pounds, you can write it off as a business expense. That's why so many business owners drive those SUVs, because you can write that off on your taxes. The gas, the mileage, all of that. See, the smarter y'all get, the more y'all know, the more money y'all are going to make, and they're going to continuously give you money. Okay. So allow yourself to shut up, get your own money, start your own little business. If you ask for the purchase, go buy a fake one, but keep your money and start a business. And then when he decides that he don't like you no more, or if y'all leave, or if y'all decide y'all want to date someone else, guess what? You still have money and you don't have to worry about where you're going to get your bills paid until you meet the next guy. It's like, oh my gosh, it makes it easy to leave and go find another one. See, a lot of people said, oh, well, it's hard for me to leave because I got kids. Well, if you had started a business and stacked your money and took their money and allowed them to pay all the bills, you could leave at any time. You would have plenty options. Okay. And if your kids are older, definitely, give them a share of the business. That way it can't really be taken. Okay. Don't ask for an investment, because what does an investment mean? They're going to want some money back, right? You going to give them some? Ask for money for a purse, then go take the money and start a business. Don't tell them about it. I mean, you could just tell them you're doing a small online, like Poshmark store type business, and it doesn't make much money, or a digital thing and it doesn't make much money. Always lie. That's not making that much money. It's not making that much money, And if y'all are married, you hire the accountant with his money and you take care of all that, so they don't really see too much. Okay. Hire a bookkeeper and an accountant once you start rolling the big money. That way, all you need is his information and submit it, and he doesn't really have to see what you got unless he wants to. And then if you have older kids or whatever, you can put some of the business in their name, or lie and say that some of that money is going towards, some family members that need help financially, and you didn't want to burden them with that. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why does it mean if your boyfriend twice your age never really text or call, but always answer when you reach out? It means they're not phone people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Old people ain't phone people. Repeat after me. Old people ain't phone people unless it's a landline. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or they're at home talking to their family members and relatives and stuff. So old people don't like to be on the phone like that. Um, See, y'all, when y'all if y'all are gonna date old people, y'all have to know. Older people, they're not phone people, they don't text right away. They don't even keep their phone on them 24/7 because they're not used to it, you know. They're used to pay phones and landlines. Cell phones are like treats. They don't keep them on them all the time unless, you know, that's why they got life alert and them jitterbug flip phones because old people don't keep up with that type of stuff. No. Old people will leave their cell phone at home on purpose. Okay. Okay. All right. So don't be a dumb housewife or a dumb girlfriend. And if you need inspiration to not be a dumb housewife, get this book, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. It's linked in the description below with other of the little cozy fall items that I suggest. Now, this book may make you a little bit upset because it does show how America exploits Black people and gentrifies the neighborhoods, but it's very honest, I say, and the depiction and the description of how it's done. So, yeah, if you get offended easily, there's no like negative words or anything. It's just details that were true, especially in the 90s and the 80s in America, in the South. So that's when it takes place. If you're older, you'll recognize a lot of the stuff that they mentioned from the 80s and the 90s. It's mostly in the 90s that it takes place. So if you're a 90s, late 80s, grew up there, you'll recognize a lot of the stuff that they're talking about as far as like brands, songs, like, fashion stores. Okay. You cheated on your boyfriend and treated him really bad. Now I feel bad. Okay, so okay, accept that you treated him bad and move on. Okay. Nobody's perfect. Okay. Y'all are asking me how to feel about a certain thing. Feel how you feel. It doesn't matter. If you did something wrong, you did something wrong. It doesn't matter. You did it. Who cares? Forgive yourself and move forward. I mean, what else you gonna do? Sit there in a corner and cry about how you treated somebody? Oh, I treated someone so bad. Oh, why did you treat him bad? Did he deserve it or did he not deserve it? Who cares? You did what you did. Get over it, move on. If you don't like how you feel after you did it, don't do it again. Okay. What if you can't move on from a specific person? Then something wrong with your brain. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Perhaps it just takes time and you need to go around other people or busy yourself. Because I feel like this, if you can't get over a certain person, then that means you're a stalker. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In a subtle way. They want to be taught what to think and how not how to think. Okay. The best thing I could tell you is to Repeat in the mirror 20 times a day. I am not dumb. I am not stupid. I have my own brain and I can think for myself. Say that 20 times a day. Go in the mirror, look at yourself. I am not dumb. I am not stupid. I can think for myself. Say that 20 times a day in the mirror. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are there some classic clothing stores you would recommend for leveling up? Yeah, any of the stores that you would pop up when you type in classy clothing on Google. I recommend any store that is available to you where the clothes don't look like they came from fast fashion stores. Now, fast fashion is okay if you're taking pictures. Like if you're one of those Instagram women who get paid to take pictures in clothes and you're sponsored, or if you just want to take pictures with something that looks nice on camera, that's fine. But if you're hanging out with people that wear expensive clothes and you come in there with something a little bit cheap, they're going to be able to tell the difference by the fabric and stuff like that. So if you like fast fashion, because I have a lot of fast fashion and I have a lot of quality clothes too, wear the quality clothes when you're going out with people that have money or on dates and stuff like that, and wear the fast fashion when you're not really concerned, or when you're just taking pictures, or when you're just, lounging around or running some quick errands that you're not concerned to be seen, but still you can look cute. So just kind of balance it out. Any sales, books, recommendations for influencing other decisions? No, ma'am. I don't know. I only read books that are entertaining to me or educational to me. So read all of my books on Amazon. They're all in the description bar. I don't read business books because I don't like how people conduct their business. I like to be more creative with mine. So I wrote a book on how to start online businesses through my own personal experience. It's called How to Do What You Love, and it should be on Amazon. Recommend it. Like if you have seen my other books, definitely get that one, because I don't go by a business model. I don't do any of that. I do what makes sense. I do what I know works, and I work from my own experience, trial and error. Okay, because that's how new things get started. Um, you bought your book. Thank you. Oh, you bought my book, Sparkle Sparkle. Appreciate you, girl. Yeah. I'll try to link them and promote them on the community section. And I have been promoting some of my books on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen some of those in the story. Also, they're posted. So, and for those who are new and don't really know, I don't have a TikTok. I only have Instagram. So if you really want to follow me, go follow my Instagram account. It is verified. Also, the Patreon is where you want to ask me or message me questions that you might not want to put on here. That's also linked in the description bar. And no, I don't do online phone consultations anymore. So don't ask. If you want to type a private question or message, I'll definitely write you back, maybe in a day or two. Da, 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 da. You also get access to PDF books on the Patreon. It may take me a day or two to give you the access to those books. So just be a little bit patient. I try to check it every day or every other day. But you can literally go through all the other posts and message me as well. If you sign up for the mail up tier or mail out tier, I write you a monthly letter, just, saying hello and blah, 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 blah. Unless there's a specific thing you want me to write you about or discuss in the letter. I don't know. I try to keep it like light. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you expect from your man in your 20s? Most men who date 20-year-olds don't have a lot of money. That's why they're dating you so young. They have enough money for a 20-something-year-old. So most 20-year-olds don't want the same thing as 30-year-olds. So at 20, you're not trying to get a house. You're not trying to get a an SUV. You're not trying to get a vacation home. You're not trying to, live in certain neighborhoods based on school districts and stuff like. You're not trying to do any of that. So mainly, you need all your bills paid off. If you have any credit card debt, get that paid from him. He needs to be paying your credit card debts. He needs to pay for all dates. If he can afford to take you on vacation, and y'all are close enough to where you trust him to go to town with him, he should be taking you on vacation. He should be giving you shopping money to shop at at the mall that you like. Um, they're most likely not going to be able to give you the extravagance, but you can get a little bit maybe on holidays, like the extravagant gifts on the holidays. Maybe you can shop at the mall type stores like Zara. Someone said Zara, Forever 21, King Gap, I don't know, Ross, Marshalls, Express, with some other stores. Yeah, I don't know, just a bunch the mall stores, okay. Old Navy, okay. H&M, go have fun. If someone says ASOS, and you can shop online and you don't go to the mall. But all your bills need to be paid because at 20 something years old, you shouldn't have that many bills. Your credit card, you should be paying off your credit card debt and giving you money to shop or save towards something. Okay, sparkle, sparkle. That's what you need to expect. If they're not doing any of that, it's because you're not dating for their money. You're dating them for them. Okay. That's the difference how you know if someone is dating you for your money or for them. If you're dating for money, then your bills or credit card debt need to be gone. Okay, they need to handle that. Then, especially if they're older, that's the least you could do. If you're dating someone in your 20s and they're 20, all you should expect for them to do is pay for the date and get you a gift because that's all they can do. Unless they come from money or have made money very quickly. I don't suggest dating people that work in illegal fields. Okay. Should you not be friends with exes? I never knew why people wanted to be friends with their exes unless those guys turned out to be gay. Like, move on. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason you should be friends with your ex is if they actually want you back and you're making them work from the friend zone. Making them earn it back, especially if they have plenty. Otherwise, if they ain't got no money, who cares? Why would you still be their friend? If they're not trying to work their way back from the friend zone and prove themselves once again, then why are you still friends? That doesn't make any sense, and who cares? Are they still paying bills? Are they still giving you all the perks? Then what's the point? You can make a different friend. Unless that's what you want, unless they were your friend from the start and then it became a relationship. So you're not really dating your ex, you're just dating your former friend that you dated. Okay. What should you do if your provider finally wants to sleep with you, but I don't feel attracted to him? Fake funeral, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Somebody that doesn't exist is going to die, and you've been talking about them and how they've been ill and all this kind of stuff because they're a fictitious person. And then when he's trying to pressure you to sleep with him, guess what? You got a funeral to attend, and you need help getting out of town, and you need him to buy you a plane ticket to wherever you want to go, ma'am, and to buy you at least a month. Okay, think outside the box. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all have this issue. So always lie. That's all you got to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all don't, okay, let me tell y'all something. I know y'all did not grow up in the age of technology and not learn how to lie. I mean, scrolling on TikTok and Instagram all day, you don't learn life skills. So go out there and practice your line. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start telling anybody that'll listen, and just make it up and see if they believe it. Y'all lie to y'all job all the time. If y'all work, y'all lying to them all the time. But when it comes to dating and a man, how do I lie? How do I act? Just like you do when you calling in sick, man. Just like you do when you need some time off at work. Lie. Okay. You can't lie, then click off. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can you omit unnecessary truths, avoid certain topics on dates? Change the subject. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Change the subject. Talk about something else quickly, and so he's more interested in the other subject that you're going to talk about. Okay. Practice lying or practice changing the subject. You don't want to talk about something. Or answer the question by asking a question. You say you're 22. Most girls your age sleep around. How do you make him see you as girlfriend material and not easy? Make him spend money, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men don't let go of what they invest money in. Or make him spend a lot of money on you, and don't sleep with him until you ain't got no more credit card debt, until you don't have to worry about your finances, until your bank account looks nice, ma'am. Especially in your 20s. If he's in his 20s, I don't know what to tell you. He's probably sleeping around too. If he's older, you can get him to pay them bills, get your credit card debt taken care of. If he's in his 20s too, y'all both doing the same thing. So it doesn't matter. Why does your boyfriend follow a lot of girls? Because he's IG girls? Because he's probably straight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hopefully. And he's probably young and straight, ma'am. But you think he's supposed to be only seeing you in this world? I only see my girlfriend and I'm young and straight. I only see her. Okay. Then you would have to worry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why, because he's young and straight. You want to be looking at following other men? What should a leveled up lady do if they're approached by a dusty and they talk to me when I'm out? Should I carry on a bill in my purse? Girl, you should just ignore them and act like you can't hear them and pretend you're getting a phone call. If you're in a place where there are lots of dusties, pretend you're getting a phone call then. And walk away. Like you had to go outside to hear or something. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, Norma. Appreciate that. You said they don't look like you? Okay. The IG girls don't look like you. He doesn't want me to look like them. Okay. It doesn't matter what you look like. If he likes looking at them, he likes looking at them. If he likes looking at you, he likes looking at you. Why do you think they have strippers and then housewives? And the people go out and look at the strippers, give them money, and then go home to their wives. Because they want variety, ma'am. Men are like that. They like variety. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You feel like men move on too fast with you. Okay, because they're probably young. If you're dating young men, they move on fast because they have life to live and other women to meet. Okay, that's why if you date an older man, they don't have as much time left. They've made lots of mistakes. So they're less likely to make mistakes, or they're more likely to try longer because they've learned so much in the past. So if you're dating young men, they are going to move on easy because they're not trying to marry you anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're young, what? If you're young, if you're under the age of 21, ma'am, don't ask me how you should date. Either date to get your bills paid or date for fun. Okay? You got two choices. Date for bills and money, or date for fun and pleasure. If you can find both or one and everything, great. But think about what's best for you at that age. Are every time you leave your house, spend gas, drive somewhere, meet a man, are you coming home with more or less? Which one makes more sense financially? Is he paying for the date? Is he bringing you gifts? Is he paying some bills? Is he giving you some shopping money? Is he taking you where you want to go? Like, are you losing or gaining? That's how you need to date at any age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're concerned about what your man's following on social media, he's too young for you. Okay. And you're just going to keep facing these same problems throughout all your relationships if you're dating the same type of man on the same age. Old people can't even use them apps. They don't even know how to find these people. They don't even know how to download an app. Okay. Look, I'm trying to help y'all. They don't even use cell phones for entertainment. They use them for phones. So if you're tired of that, go get you an older man. Oh, let me see. I missed the, let me see. 1 second. My bad. Okay. You said that you was 22, your provider 50, you haven't looked back. Shut up and listen. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Appreciate that. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. How old is an older man? Old enough to pay his bills, your bills, and whatever else emergency situations come up, have a savings, a 401k, AFLAC, and money to retire on later. That's an older man, okay? Sometimes it don't have to really anything to do with age. It has to do with financial responsibility. And most people who are a little older are more financially responsible. So does he have money to pay your bills, his bills, give you some shopping money, pay your bills, have a savings, maybe some vacation money, some money stacked away, some retirement funds, 401k, AFLAC, AARP, he got all that? Then that's an older man, okay? Someone who doesn't have to worry about money. Financially stable older man. Oh, Brittany, sprinkle, sprinkle, I appreciate that. What if he asks you what you bring to the table? Another man, sprinkle, sprinkle. To finish the job he can't. All right. The reason why you don't answer the question that a man, when he asks you what you bring to the table, is because those are broke men. Okay. What do you bring to the table? I'm not a waitress. Okay. How can sprinkle, sprinkle? Just dismiss them. They're below your level. They're below your class level. Like, there's nothing y'all are gonna have in common if he's asking that question. Unless you're ready to answer it and got a list, then you are probably most likely pick Misha or Barbara the Builder. Okay. Should you feel insulted when Dusties approach you? You should feel insulted that you are in a place that Dusties are even there at. You know what I'm saying? You should feel insulted that you are at a place at a time when Dusties are out and are able to frequent. So when I tell y'all, if y'all are serious about finding somebody with some real money, don't go to places where Dusties are. If you can't avoid them, then wear your sunglasses and pretend to be on the phone when you see a Dusty in the nearby area. Okay, get you some shades. Make sure you look really like classy and pretend to be on your phone. Okay, nobody will bother you on your phone. when you got them shades on and not paying any attention to them. If you are in a place that they allow dusties in or dusties can afford to get in, you're in the wrong place if you're serious. I remember when I was younger, we had, there were days where we would hang out in places where we knew dusties were. So we didn't mind, we didn't care, whatever. We weren't taking them seriously. The only thing they could do is buy us a drink. All right, that's it. But when we were serious about, finding somebody some money, we went to places where they can't afford to get in. They can't afford to go, they can't get in. You don't have to worry about no dust. You can let your guard down a little bit. Whoever you're talking to got money. Okay, so make sure you are in environments where that does not happen. And if you are, like I said, pretend you're on the phone or super busy. Put some sunglasses on and don't even look their direction. I have a whole video that was from before this video about where to find men with money. You should check that out. It's the last live video that I did. Okay. Yes, y'all like my fall ambiance. I got my little cup. I got my candle that I haven't lit. It smells really good. Can't wait to light. I got other candles. Actually, I was gonna go buy more candles today. Got a little pecan waffle body spray from Bath & Body Works. It smells like it looks in here. Okay. Got my pumpkin spice creamer for the coffee that I'm drinking. So yeah, I'm in the mood. I just finished my first fall read, which has housewives in it that are kind of stupid, except for one at the end, or one housewives that don't have their own, finances in order, so they have to do whatever their husband tells them. But it's also a horror comedy. It is linked in my little, it's the first link in the description box. I'm only promoting this book because if you read it and you're not married yet, or you are married, it may help prevent you from living this type of lifestyle to where your husband has more power and authority mentally over you and financially. It's not that bad, but you can, like, if you know, like, you don't like to feel a certain way, you'll definitely have you a little secret stash. Because even one of the women in here say, always have you a little secret stash. Let's have you some extra. What ways can you be more approachable and confident? I already know. Smile. Know it on your own first. If you don't know, the best way that you can look confident is to know that you are. Like, main character energy. That's all I always say. If you don't have main character energy, nobody cares. Nobody cares unless they're trying to manipulate you. So if you ain't got no main character energy, perhaps that's why. I'll tell y'all how to practice having main character energy. Everywhere you go, pretend like you're the main character in a book or a movie. Okay? Everybody else are extras or what do they call it? Extras or side characters. Okay? You are the main character. If you don't feel that way when you go wherever you go, that's why you don't feel a certain level of confidence. You said they are afraid of rejection. You can't reject a main character. They reject you. Okay? Then if you're rejected, they just put themselves in the extra category or man in bar in the cast credits. Okay? The supporting character, no. You know how some characters don't even have a name, just as man in bar? That's what they've reduced themselves to. So if you need to have this type of mentality mentally in order to have confidence, then have it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Supporting characters, yes. Why do most attractive women never get approached by men? But you have observed that average looking women, because average looking women pay bills and are pick niches. If you really want to get approached by men and you look good, you gotta go where ugly rich men are, who know that they have the money to afford you. Okay. See, y'all are too busy trying to get approached by attractive men. Attractive men can't get nothing from an attractive woman. All they can get is, what, my ex used to pay my bills, or I can go get a sugar daddy. Uh, some men need average or less than average women so that they can feel like the prize. If you don't have real money, if a man ain't got no money, he's not going to approach a woman he can't afford. He's going to be more realistic, especially if he's older. So, or his mistresses may be more attractive. It just depends on how much money he got and how much he's making. Okay. 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 Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see. You said imagine sleeping with an old man. You want to cry now? Imagine sleeping on an air mattress, rolling around, and an eviction notice on the door with a young man. I would want to cry and die too. Or sleep with an old man and the comforts and luxury in upper middle class suburbia, all bills paid, driving luxury vehicle, saving my own money, having rather than be with somebody broke or 50-50. Okay. But y'all can do what y'all gotta do. I ain't gonna do it. Cause one day that young man gonna get old. And then you're gonna be rolling around with an old man. You're gonna be an old woman too. I'd rather get it over with and be young and, you know, be the young one in the relationship. Because if you are the younger one, you're gonna outlive the older one and still get to do whatever you want with your money and their money and them insurance money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But y'all don't be thinking. Y'all only thinking about 2 minutes, 20 at the most. When you have 24 hours in each day, 365 days a year, you thinking about how long is how you feel rolling around in the bed a couple of times, because when they get to a certain age, they ain't gonna be doing that no more. You thinking about how you gonna roll around. Girl, that's what alcohol is for. So you can live your life. If you want to deal with young problems with young men, and when is he going to ask me to marry him, and why doesn't he come home after work, and I got the kids and he's not doing anything, and why did he leave me for this chick over here who's 20 years old, and all this kind of stupid stuff. If you want to deal with all of that in your future, then by all means get you a man your own age that looks good. At least you could say you had that experience. I had that experience when I was young, but I didn't choose to marry that experience. So I can literally say I have experienced young, sexy, cute, rich, famous, all of it. I've experienced all. I got it. I got it out the way. And when it was time to get married, I chose the smartest, wisest decision on who to marry. Okay. But see, some of y'all's problems is y'all are thinking y'all are supposed to marry or be with one guy for the rest of your life, and you're not able to experience other men. If that's y'all's culture and that's y'all religion, then I understand why you don't want to get with the old man, because you got to stay with him forever and don't get to experience anything else. But if you free your mind mentally and know that you're your own person and then shouldn't put rules on you or your body, then you can experience everything you want. But if y'all are brainwashed and taught that you're only supposed to experience one man, then you better get the man you want and hope he don't leave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Which I don't think. Okay. Me, I, Do what you want. Mm-hmm. You said y'all keep talking about race. There are Black older men. Yeah. There's men of every race that will give you money, that are financially stable. It's just where you find them. Where are you looking? Where are you going? Are you in the club trying to meet a financially stable old man? They're not going to be there. Are you on a dating app trying to meet a financially stable older Black man? They ain't going to be there. They old. They don't know how to use them apps. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. How should the mistress ask for money? The same way. I need some money. If you're a mistress, you shouldn't even ask that question. They should already know they're paying if you're a mistress. Okay. And in fact, before you even become a mistress, you need to have bills paid. What you talking about? Then you don't have to figure out how to ask nothing. If you're a mistress and you didn't discuss no money prior to sleeping with that man, you're not no mistress. Just dumb. Okay. Mistresses are mistresses for a reason. They deal with you and you're married for a reason. Okay. Not because they just like you. If you that kind of mistress, you one of them dumb mistresses. Okay. The only time you ever a mistress and date a married man is if he's paying them bills. Otherwise, why are you dating a married man? That's just dumb. Okay. If he's giving you money, if he's taking you shopping, if he's paying some bills, great. But you should never call yourself a mistress to any man who's not paying for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said men don't limit themselves on how many women they should date. Exactly. Like, and this is why I tell y'all, if y'all are finding my channel, if y'all are watching my channel and y'all if y'all are finding my channel and y'all stick, I'm having a tongue twister. Okay. If y'all are finding this channel and y'all have strict moral, religious, and cultural beliefs, I'm not going to be able to help you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you're willing to leave those behind and use common sense. I said this up front. I don't feel bad for not sticking to the morals and standards of a culture that I am not a part of. I don't feel bad for suggesting women leave that old way of thinking behind. I don't feel bad for it at all. The only thing I feel bad for are the people who are brainwashed with it. Okay. So, like I said, if you don't like doing what you want and following the patriarchal rules, I'm sorry. Unless you're making them work in your favor to get you paid, I'm sorry. I can't help you. Okay. Said Jesus wants your bills paid. Exactly. Okay. They want the church need their bills paid too. The mosque and the church, the temple, whatever, everything need to get paid. It's about money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go watch my video I did 2 days ago called 75 Places to Meet Wealthy and Rich Men. That was the last live video I did a couple days ago this week. Hit the live section of the channel and you'll definitely see that video from this week. Mm-hmm. He said, why do karma keep coming up? Because people keep using it as an excuse not to do what they want. Karma keeps coming up as a threat because people use it as a threat. It's not really a threat unless you buy into it. You don't buy into it. Think about this. The first person to do something never felt that because nobody taught them that. And they just kept going. But when someone tells you something, what it does is it starts affecting your mind and you start expecting it. Therefore, you start manifesting it. So therefore, If you don't believe in karma, then you can't really attract it. So, and I keep telling y'all, if karma were real, there would be no more men left on the planet. Okay. If y'all believe in karma so much, why hadn't it affected some of these people that are doing the stupidest stuff or the worst things, especially these men? Because they don't believe in it. They're too logical for that. They use it to control the actions of other people so that they can't free themselves and do what they want. So, if y'all want to continue to believe in it because it's a part of your culture and your religion to keep you in order and keep you in line and keep you from doing what you want, then believe in it. I have nothing to do with that. Do what you want. You have free will to believe in whatever you choose and to not believe in it. So it's true. He said, "Do I worship the devil and an Illuminati? Do you own a book and know how to Google search?" So you would want me to worship a patriarchal figure in a patriarchal society, and I'm sitting over here talking about women that need to free their minds that just don't make no sense. That's how I know a lot of y'all aren't well read, well studied, don't even know what y'all are talking about. I just laugh at y'all. Some of y'all. Yes, I worship a male evil deity, and I'm part of a male dominated secret society. Yes. And I sit on here and I tell women how to get their money. And I also tell women how not to believe in any of it. Take his and build yours. Okay. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Read the title. Don't be dumb housewife or girlfriend. Smart. The only reason a lot of people want people to say, oh, they worship this or they're a part of this is because they don't ever think that a woman or someone of a certain class or level could outthink someone. It makes no sense. I don't need a secret society or to worship no male dominated evil character. Okay, I can create my own. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I needed to control whoever I needed to control. I mean, but I don't need to because I'm a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why green screen? Who cares? Why not? Because I have the technology to put the green screen, man. And I wanted fall background. Why not green screen? Okay. A woman should only be with her man that is responsible for her well-being. The Bible agrees with that. Yeah, if they can't pay bills, then goodbye. I don't know why so many women are focused on the wrong things. Do y'all want me to black out the screen and just speak? Because I get on here, I try to tell y'all some stuff, and y'all are worried about the dang background. If y'all have ADHD, if y'all can't focus, if y'all are easily triggered, just close your eyes. Just sprinkle, sprinkle. Come on now. All right. Let's focus on the message, not the green screen or the background or anything like that. Who cares? Y'all want to put a picture of Jesus back there? Y'all want to put a picture of what? What y'all want back there? Huh. Y'all want a blank screen back there? Is it gonna calm your nerve? Y'all need to take some CBD gummies or something. I don't know. Take some time off from scrolling. Go go touch some nature. Okay. You say you got your husband and the 50-50 BS is gone. Yes. Good for you. You feel self-conscious to freestyle? Any tips? Um, if you all freestyling is going out and being seen. Okay. If you feel self-conscious to go out and be seen in public and allow men that have money to possibly approach you, then something is wrong. Okay. If we don't have main character energy, then don't even try it. Don't even try it. Stay home until you can figure out how to get main character energy for yourself. Okay. And a lot of this is so simple, but a lot of women don't think, okay, well, I'm in the main character of my life. Aren't you the main character of your life, ma'am? And I got to be a little bit tough on y'all because this is common sense. Are you the main character of your life, or is someone else the main character of your life? Or when you are somewhere, do other people start to become the main character? Because if that's what's happening, then you need to get control of that. How to get a late birthday gift? Your mom, boyfriend, my birthday. Huh? Ask. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, ask them. So you missed my birthday, get it. I'm not dealing with people that people aren't even going to be in my circle if they ain't buying me no gifts. Period. Okay. if if you have people in your circle that you acknowledge and talk to on a you know, frequently, they need to be getting you some gifts for holidays, birthdays, whatever. If not, that's how you can. This is how you can keep your circle. If they ain't buying you a gift, they not in the circle. Period. Okay. So if you're not the main character of your own life, or when you go around other people, they become the main character, then you're doing it wrong. That's how you don't feel self-conscious anywhere you go. You are the main character, period. That doesn't mean you have to be the focus of attention. That means that how you feel about yourself is how a main character feels when they watch their own movie. Okay. Oh, I did a good job. Yes, this is all about me. But this doesn't mean you necessarily have to be narcissistic. It just means that nothing else matters. What other people think don't matter. And you are here for a specific reason. And that is what you're there to accomplish. Da, 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 da. If you are rejected, you're not really supposed to approach these guys anyway. So they're the ones that are literally going to get rejected, not you, if you're afraid of rejection. Okay. Main characters are still the main character even after it doesn't work out with somebody or if there's some sort of rejection. You're still the main character. And you already know that there's more better things in your future. So that's how you need to walk and talk and think. Okay. So you can't figure out why people don't like themselves. I don't know. Somebody taught them not to. Or somebody taught them to be humble and to think that liking yourself and feeling that way is wrong. It's not wrong if you have to ask people how to feel confident on videos. It's not wrong if you feel inadequate when you leave your house. It's not wrong if you feel wrong for even attempting to like yourself. So, mhm. Long distance relationships don't count unless they're paying all your bills. Okay. How somebody asked me, like, if they ain't paying all the bills, they don't really count, man. How can you get the whole mentality out? You don't want to sleep very quick with a man, but I feel the itch sometimes. Okay. Make sure they have money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're gonna sleep with somebody, make sure they have money. Don't sleep with no dusty. Make sure they got money and they like you way more. That's it. At least there's possibility there. And if something should happen, they got the money to help you out. All right. How to get rid of a Dusty who wants to change or trying everything to keep me. Um, Honestly, unless they're trying to keep them bills paid, I don't know what to tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's my answer. Them bills getting paid. You trying to change the status of them bills? All right then. Now, if all bills are paid and you don't worry about your bills, they're on automatic pay coming out his account, and bills are not a problem. Then what else can you get? How's he treating you? Is he nice to you? Does he buy you little gifts? Is he giving you what you want? All that kind of stuff. Make sure your life is improved by being with that person. Okay. Now, a lot of men feel like, well, why should the woman's life be improved by a man? Because that's all y'all think about. That's all y'all chase every day anyway. It might as well be improved, if they're going to be with you. And if that's all y'all think about and chase most of the time, then obviously that's what you want in your life. So your life is automatically improved if you get a woman to claim you. Okay. So that's why. Well, you know, it should go both ways. Okay. Well, then you should go both ways, sir. If you want to be chased, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Don't. And a lot of y'all are getting advice. Let me tell you, a lot of these guys are getting advice from undercover gay men. And y'all think y'all are getting advice from straight men. A lot of times y'all are getting advice from straight up undercovers. And y'all are taking that advice and acting the way that a woman or a gay man is acting. So, and that's why a lot of women are saying y'all are too feminine, because that's who y'all keep getting y'all's information from. Find you a strong, masculine, rich role model with the type of woman that he actually likes and wants. And if you find that, listen, okay? If you listening to somebody that's still trying to match their hat, jersey, and shorts with a mic in their face, if y'all are listening to people that don't even have the woman of their dreams and repeating them, then y'all are the men, y'all are the dumb ones. Okay. If your guru or the man that you follow on Instagram or the man that you follow on YouTube that you're taking advice from don't have everything he wants in this world, y'all the dumb ones. Okay. But see, a lot of people will take advice from anyone that agrees with them versus people that can show and prove. All they need is validation. These men need validation from other men to say that being broke and wanting a woman to pay and look this way and look that way is okay. All they need is validation for their illness, their bad expectation. That's all they want, is someone to agree with them. It doesn't even matter what that person's bank account looks like. It doesn't even matter if that person has the woman of their dreams or living their dream life or driving their dream car. It doesn't even matter. They just need somebody to repeat what they said and sound like they believe it. So this is how some of these guys operate. They only look for other men to agree with them. They don't look for other men who are actually living the lifestyle that they eventually want to live. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What can you say about women who have high sexual energy? Like, can you teach them how to avoid having sex on the first date? Yeah, have sex before the first date. Sprinkle, sprinkle. With somebody else with some money. That way you really won't want it from that one. All right. If you have high sexual energy and you know you might sleep with somebody on the first date, sleep with somebody else before that. That way you're like, no, I just slept with somebody. I don't need to sleep with you. Earn it. Make them earn it. Or if you sleep with them, make sure they have money and make sure you got options and you could do other things. See, when you have high sexual energy and you want to sleep with somebody, first of all, make smart decisions. Second of all, do the same thing men do. Men don't want to sleep with you on the first date. What they do? Get it out of their system, right? Do the same thing. Spark, spark. Shoot, sleep with yourself. There you go. You said, why does he make you feel so bad for spending so much money? Because he ain't got it. Sparkle, sparkle. Men that have a lot of money don't make you feel bad for spending it. Okay. So that just tells me you need another one, man. Like, oh, you gonna try to make me feel bad for spending your little money? Then I guess I need to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't allow people to make you feel bad for spending your own money. That's your money. If you claim that man, you want to spend his money, then that's yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. Some of y'all sent me some cash apps. I appreciate y'all. Say hey. Hold on, I'm trying. Sorry. I had a bunch of texts that I didn't respond to. You said your provider is clingy but can only pay your current bills. How to deal with him to meet better, provide marriage and life. Tell him what you want. Tell him exactly what you want. So, for example, say, you know what, but be happy with what he's doing already. So, you know what, I love the fact that you provide for me and pay for my bills and things like that and allow me to save my money. But you should be saving too, because if this is going anywhere, I'm gonna want, to live in a certain type of house. I'm gonna want to, shop at certain places, and I'm gonna want this and that. So if you feel like, that's something that you're not gonna be in agreement with, then, I'd rather us know now. Either he'll try to get more money, get a bit higher paying job, do something, he'll find some money somewhere, or it'll motivate him to earn more to keep you because he knows he's going to go through the same thing with all the other women if he can only pay bills. Just let him know that, this is the type of lifestyle I want. This is what and a lot of men will it'll click in their head if they have the mind and the brain and the ability to go get that money. And they'll start figuring out how to make more. You got the rich one, but sometimes he's so emotional and boring, still buying what I want. Should I look for other people for getting my energy back? I'm tired of girl. I don't really pay attention to emotional people because I'm the main character. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I'm telling you, if you have your main character energy mentality, mindset, way of thinking, way of living, you don't care. You're just like, okay, but that's his character, but I'm not dealing with it. I got what I want. So And a lot of people will deem this, oh, that's selfish. That's okay. Be selfish then. Who else gonna be about you and about yourself? Okay. How do you recommend we stay safe when dating men? Weapons, sprinkle, sprinkle. Pepper spray, knives, weapons, tasers. I mean, shoot, sometimes people like, I'm waiting on somebody to try to get at me. I'm like, "You know what? It's that this is one of them lighters, but I have a taser. We got a knife, we got a litter opener, we got some pepper spray. Look, I've been waiting to experiment. Shoot, come up on me. I'm gonna see. I already know the best way to stab to get all your strength come from up above, swing down low. So I've been waiting. Don't don't become an experiment. So have that mentality too. If you're one of them little scared women, how do I stop it? Get you some weapons, keep you some knives in your purse, keep you some whatever. Laura Lynn. Hi, Laura Lynn. I've gained weight. Yes, I have, ma'am. It's called living good and eating what you want because you're already married and you pretty much gain and lose weight as much as you want because he ain't going nowhere. I know you can't wait to get here, but yes. A guy you dated didn't tell you he's engaged, stored his stuff in your garage. You're about to sell his stuff. Keep it, but he wants it back. What to do? Tell him you throw it out in the garbage. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you put it out in the trash on trash day and then sell it. Tell him he left it in your garage. Y'all ain't got no contracts. You not a storage unit. It's in the garbage. Tell him where the nearest what you call it, landfill is. But you can sell it if you want. I'm definitely telling him I threw it away and keeping it or selling it, whatever. Okay. I mean, the chance that he took that you weren't going to find out was stupid on his part. So, I mean, if you don't, then you're stupid too. Somebody says in your garage is yours. Exactly. It's yours now. He didn't gave it to you. You say he asked to borrow 200. Girl, what type of dust is y'all dealing with? How many times does she have to say she's not an emotional person? I don't know. Like, I'm not. Okay. If I were, I would only use it for my advantage and it would always most likely be an act. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Should you have sex on the first date? Yes, have all the sex you want on the first date, ma'am. Is he rich? Is he paying bills? Will he pay your bills? Do you want to have sex on the first date? How's he going to treat you if you have sex on the first date? Do you ever want to see him again? Do you care to ever see him again? Those are the questions you need to ask before you do all of that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that, Rose. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So stop asking me dumb questions, women. See with him if you don't want to see him no more. If he wants to see you again, then make sure he's paying for bills and stuff. Okay. 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 What excuse should you give a rich man if I don't want to meet him? Um, the best excuse you could give him is to start dating someone else that actually wants to meet him so that they can get his money. Okay. One time this Dusty gambled all his money away in Vegas and asked me to buy his flight back home. Girl, and I hope you didn't. Because if you did, you stupid too. Because I wouldn't have. I'd be like, you know what? You need to stay here and figure it out. I'd be like, you need to stay here and figure it out. Don't. It's not going to be worth it. What do you do when your provider wants to cut back on spending, wants you to start covering bills? Find another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Laugh and I see if they're joking and then start looking for the other one. Okay. Because a lot of guys think that, okay, once I pay a few bills and get her and make her like me, and then I'm going to tell her I want to do 50-50 and that we need to cut back on the spending. Okay, well, then cut back on this woman. Okay. You cut back on the type of woman you got then. Because it's kind of like you buying a car and then you're like, well, I'm not going to drive it as much. I'm not going to put as much gas in it. And I don't want to pay the whole bill. No, either they can afford you or they can't. That's it. And you need to tell them straight up like that. Well, when I met you, you was paying all these bills. I was spending money. And if you can't afford me anymore, just say so. Can't afford to be in a relationship anymore, just say so. I don't want to spend all your money. I don't want you to go broke because you want a girlfriend. Maybe you need to be alone. That's what you need to tell them until you get your finances together. Then he's going to find some money and he's going to say, never mind, it's okay. Da, 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 da. Because a lot of people will try you so they can save up for their next woman. If you let him save up for his next woman, then you stupid and dumb, man. They always say they in a financial crisis. I don't care that he better find a financial miracle. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. He better find a financial crisis extra stream of income then. Okay. They still give people 2 jobs. They still hire people with higher pay. They still do all of that. You could still create a business, make your own business. There's so many options with having online technology to earn money these days. There is no excuse. Okay. You said there's a weird effect on the white of my eye. Are you looking at the white of my eyes, ma'am? It's probably the green screen. Listen to what I'm saying. Stop getting distracted, y'all. Come on. Or else I'm just going to do the black screen. Because y'all get on my nerves. If y'all come here to see how beautiful I am, just go look at my old pictures. Go look at my pictures. Go look at my Instagram. That's what it's for. Go look at the Instagram if you want to see what I look like at my best, at my regular or whatever. I'm trying to talk to y'all. Can y'all stop getting distracted? Can y'all take y'all ADHD pills or something? Or should I just end it? Should I just end it? Because y'all ain't paying attention. Y'all paying attention to other stupid stuff. All right. I'm end it. Because people with ADHD can't pay attention long enough to hear the message of what I'm saying. Don't go take y'all medicine. I'm starting to sound like this man in his book. Blaming everything on y'all mental illnesses. Sorry, y'all. Thank you for being concerned about the color of my eyes. I really appreciate it. Okay? I really appreciate it. I should be thanking you. My eyes are the same color as they've always been. It's the green screen and the lighting, okay? There's nothing wrong with me, I promise you. I ain't got no disease. It's the lighting. Because if I turn it up, y'all, look. There's a lot of orange in the background. Come on, y'all. Use your common sense. My skin is a similar orange, and there's a lot of orange going on in here. I have an orange cup. Come on, use your common sense. You said put that money green screen on and they'll pay attention. Yep. All right, y'all. Come on. I thought I could at least have some creativity with y'all, but y'all are just so basic. Okay. Do I really have to be under all this light so that y'all can relax and pay attention to the message because my eyes don't look orange or whatever color? Okay. Let me get this bright light and shine them in my eyeball to calm you down. Oh, now that looks freaky. Is that better, y'all? Now I'm going to be blind. I'm not going blind for y'all. Look, forget y'all. All right. Okay, y'all pay attention. Close your eyes if you have an issue. Yes. It is a weird time of day. My blinds are closed. The sun is changing. It's autumn. I have lights, and it's kind of hot if you put a bunch of lights on you. So, and then I have an orangey background. All right. How do you cheat without getting caught? Be smart, ma'am. If you are dumb enough to ask that question, don't cheat. If you can't figure it out, don't cheat. Look, if you can't figure out how to get away with cheating, don't cheat. Okay. There's my best advice. If you're not smart enough to put together a plan that is believable and will work, then don't do it. Because you don't need to be sitting out here looking dumb and stupid and getting caught. Okay. Now, if you tell them you cheated, then that's a whole different story. If they wouldn't have caught you any other way than you telling them, then it was your option. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. Best motivation to start a business? Free time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. You say you have no choice but to live with your boyfriend. We just met in June, moving into new apartment together in November. Any tip? Yeah, make sure you have money to move out. Make sure he pays all your bills and you stack money instead of spending it. Take 75% of what he gives you, save it, and only spend 25%. And if you want to leave, you'll have enough money to leave whenever you feel like it. You want to start a business, start a business with some of that money, not all of it. Make sure if you're living with a man rent free, your money should be growing in every direction. Okay, that's how you not be stupid. If your bank account and savings account is not steadily increasing every week or every month, then you might as well go back to wherever you were. Okay, so your goal is to grow your money while you're there, not spend all of it. Your goal is to create some sort of business that, in case something happens between you and him, you don't really need him, and you can go get another one if you choose to, and get even more money and invest more into yourself or your business or your bank account. Okay, that's the goal. It's always the goal. The guy is not the goal. The guy can, you can take or leave him. What he can offer you and how he can improve your life is the goal. Okay. If you like him, if he likes you, if it's love or whatever, added bonus. But never sacrifice yourself or allow yourself to dwindle. Okay. Or your bank account to dwindle. Get your money. Okay. I said people keep asking so many dumb questions. Girl, I hope they're not being serious. I really do. Okay. How do I know so much knowledge in this area? It's common sense to me. I've experienced so much. I've done so much. I've lived my life. I'm continuously practicing what I preach. If your life is not improving by being with a man, then why is he there? If your bank account ain't increasing, if you don't have your own business and your own stash, your own money, and he's continuously paying bills or giving you something, why are you there? It's just common sense. Okay, it's not anything else. Like, it's just not being brainwashed and telling yourself you got to be with a man just because he's a man and because you like him. No, if I'm going to do something, it's going to always help improve my life. When you take a job, or do you take a job just because somebody says you need a job or that you have to work? No, it needs to benefit and improve your life, right? It needs to allow you to pay for what you need to pay for, let you go on vacation, let you have the luxuries in life that you need, right? So why not the same with a man? You get benefits when you sign up for work, right? You get the medical benefits, them dental benefits, them tax write-offs. Why can't you get the same with a man? You say you feel like your boyfriend holding you down? Well, if your boyfriend's holding you down, then you letting him. If you ain't earning no extra by being with him, then why you there? Mhm. Okay. How do you grow your funds? Okay. You get put more money in your account, get healthier. Okay. Whatever you need to do to get healthier, do that. While living with family, okay. Or where else you gonna live? You want to move out, you can't date while here. Okay, well then here's my thing. If you can't date while you live with your family and you are of age to date, ask yourself, why can't you date? Why won't your family let a grown straight woman date a man? Tell them you're gay and they will pray for you to date a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, Mom, I think I'm a lesbian because I haven't never dated a man and I like girls. So tell them that. Then they go, well, maybe you should go date men, or maybe you should talk to more men. They're gonna get mad at the fact that you're gay. Have a fake come out, then they're gonna wish that you're dating. It's like, I think I'm gay, Mom. Oh, but this one guy asked me out. I said no, I'm not allowed to date. So this one girl said that like we can go do this and we can go do that, and I like her and she's really nice. What do you think? Well, why don't you call that man back up? Go date him. You're alive. Get your way. You got to use your mind, man. This is what it's for. I can't date well. Yes, you can if they think you gay. I mean, what's worse than dating in y'all's culture? Now, no shade to the gay people. Y'all know we got to use um, what we need in this world to get what we need in this world. Okay, we use religion. We use different cultures. We use different preferences. So if somebody got to lie and say that they're gay in order to date while living at home with their family, let them do it. All right. So don't tell, this is how I would do it. You know, I don't know if I like men anymore because I always get asked out and I always have to tell the men that I can't date. And so I started going out with women and I like them. Only because I can't date men though. So I just figure, might as well start. That's what you need to tell them. And they will be like, well, maybe you could date chaperoned or date, in the public places during the daytime. And they'll be more likely to agree with you dating men if they feel like you're going the other direction. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said honor killing are the thing in some cultures to oppress the women into submission. Girl, any culture that have any of that kind of crap, I don't deal with it. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to remain unbothered and unemotional in long-term relationships with a dusty girl. With a dusty girl, what? You might as well just torture yourself, ma'am. You might as well just walk over some nails. You might as well just drink some hot sauce. You might as well pour jalapeno juice in your eyeball, because that's all that I heard, that you torture yourself. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're emotionally involved with a 50-50 dusty. How to not be emotionally involved with a 50-50 dusty. But I love him. Get emotionally involved with yourself. Be the main character. And not in one of them movies where you're the hero and you take care of the man and you accept him no matter what. Not one of them type of movies. You are not the main character of any of them movies on BET. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Done. Okay. You said that's exactly what it's like, dating a dusty hell on earth. Girl, you are not. If you're going to be a main character of a movie, make sure you're the main character of a movie that the woman gets what she wants, not settles and have to pay some broke, dusty man bills. Okay. Okay. How can you get a provider to marry you? Um, if they're already providing for you, make them spend more money. The more money they spend, the more likely they are to marry. Okay. What if the provider leaves you? Then you'll have your own money, your own business, your own bank account, your own stack, because you used his money to build yourself. Okay. See? Level Up Cosmetics. I have 3 businesses. I literally have 3 businesses. I've got 3 businesses that I barely like. I work maybe like 10 minutes a day. Then I have my YouTube. So if somebody ever left me, they just be leaving. That's all that they'd be doing, because I will have so much more than what I arrived with. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I will have so much more than I arrived with because I used the money wisely. I invested in myself. So when you invest in yourself, you never lose, ever. Okay? You will never lose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How can you get your provider to marry? I already answered that question. If y'all are spamming, get off the channel. Okay. But wouldn't you have to split 9? If there are ways around that if you're smart. Trust funds, putting the businesses, giving a percentage of your businesses to your children. If you support a certain type of charity, if you open a charity with your money from your business. I mean, there's loopholes, baby. So when you start making money, you start finding them loopholes to protect it. So if you have money, if you have stacks and you're worried about somebody trying to divorce you, find them loopholes. Get an accountant, get a lawyer, and ask, or just Google the questions. How do you do A, B, C, and D if you're married and thinking about getting divorced? There's websites that will tell you exactly what to do with your money to keep it safe. Okay, it's very easy. Okay. What do you do with a provider that won't give you no spending money? He said, because you have a job, I should contribute to my student loan. Make him pay in another way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So lie about the cost of something else. Or make him pay for other things that will counteract. You know what I'm saying? Like make up for it. Make him make up for it. Go to the grocery store, buy some groceries with his card, and then get some cash back. You know what I'm saying? Make it work in your favor. So if he's making you pay your student loans, then guess what? Every month, go to the grocery store with his card and take out some cash back for your student loan. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. There you go. What to do about provider? Okay, stop. Y'all can stop spamming now. Okay. Thank you. You said you wrote him this morning. Hold on. He said he hopes you figured out. Then I hope he figured out how to contact you ever again after you ghost him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if a man says that to me, I hope you figured out. I'm gonna figure it out with another man. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I hope you figure out where I am. Because it's gonna be with somebody else. If a man likes you enough, he's not gonna let you suffer. He's not gonna let you figure it out alone. Because why is he even there? You know? So he don't like you that much, obviously. He's not willing to give you no money, or he can't afford you. He might like you, but he might not be able to afford you. So why are you wasting your time, man? If I got that answer, I hope you figured out. Oh, I'm gonna figure it out all right with another person. And when you figure out that we are no longer talking and that you've been ghosted, then I hope you figure that out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can you tell if a man is willing to give you money in the beginning? That he look way worse than you, you look way better than him, and he can't believe you sitting in front of him. That's how. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. When he got to pinch himself to see if you dreaming. That's how you know you're gonna get some money. You way out of his league. That's how. Or he starts asking you if there's anything that he can do for you. That's what I'm gonna tell him. Look, we know why we here. You ugly, I'm not. Okay. You know you got to pay at some point. You got to pay some bills or something. That should be obvious. If that's not obvious when you show up to a date, then leave. Okay. If you're trying to date just to date, it's not about that. I'm live. I'm live.
I'm so sure you want.
Hold on one second, y'all. What?
This is number one.
I can't see that. You see? That's nice.
All right.
They're gonna put the window too, or no
Yeah.
window? Okay, I like it. Okay. Sorry. Your provider is a masculine woman. We live together now. Should I start contributing because we're both females? How do you want to be in the relationship? You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how you want your relationship to go. Do you want to be 50-50 or do you not want to be 50? It's up to you. He said, how do you, somebody's struggling with their emotions when it nasty and reacting to his rude attitude. Nice nasty. Southern, okay, I'll promote this book again. The Southern Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires. Nice nasty. Southern women are the best at being nice nasty. Learn how to be nice nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to say what you want in a nice way that's still cut. Okay? Sprinkle, any new updated enchantress tips? Yeah. Continue to be enchanting. Thanks for the donation, Sprinkle. Like, be creative. Write down different ways. Do your research. Do your homework. Put energy and effort into the way that you deal with these men. Don't look for stuff all the time on YouTube or in a book. Come up with your own specialized way to do certain things and develop your own way of thinking geared specifically towards the men in your life or the type that you're dealing with, okay? Because the worst thing ever is to get on a date and repeat a line or say something that you heard on YouTube or in a book. Personalize it for your specific life, okay? Take something that someone else may have taught you and make it more personalized for you or for the region that you live in or the culture that you are or whatever. This is why so many people can't get no money, because they just keep regurgitating and repeating what they hear online instead of taking the time, energy, and effort to actually go get an old-fashioned notebook and pen and start writing out what they really need to say based on the type of people that they're dealing with. I can't tell you how sick and disgusted I am of hearing all these catchphrases. The whole point is to teach you how to think, not what exactly to say or what line to exactly use. They're going to recognize that. Okay? Y'all have to be smarter. Okay? If y'all are repeating word for word the stuff y'all seeing on TikTok and YouTube, that's why it ain't working. You got to personalize it. Okay? That's the same thing as plagiarism. You're going to plagiarize someone's advice and lines on YouTube and Instagram, and people are going to recognize what you're plagiarizing. So make it your own. Say it in a different way. You know, mold it into the situation that you're actually in. Get a good story and write lies into it as if it's the truth. And when you get on that date, you start telling that story. Okay? Y'all got to be smart. Y'all can't just regurgitate, repeat, and sound like a dang robot. It's not going to work. Okay. He says your family is nosy, very sabotaging, and you just need to live alone or work in another state. You have no chance. You keep talking about your family. Go get a job, girl. Go get a job. I was working since I was 15. I had my own car, paying bills, driver's license. You ain't got no excuse, ma'am. You don't have no excuse. Or go get you a sugar daddy and move. Either one. Stop telling me about what your family will and won't let you do. You won't let yourself do anything because you won't let yourself go get a real job and go get some money. Okay? There are people that have been kicked out of their house. There are teenagers that have to help pay their parents' bills. Okay? Shut up. If you need some money, go get some. Go figure it out. I promise you. Go make yourself look good. Go stand somewhere where old people at. They're looking for young if you're of age, of course, because I hope that you're over 18. Then this is, go from there, or go get a job, or start a business. Stop talking about what your family this and that. All I hear are excuses. Okay, shut up. My family won't let me do this. My family. Well, are you grown? Then shut up. Go get your money. Even before I was grown, I was getting my money. Okay. And had savings account and could do what I wanted and get more from other people. I used to have stacks of cash in junior high school because I was smart. Okay. So go get your money, save it, figure it out. Stop telling me that you can't do something when you got the internet, you got cash app, you got ways to get paid. There's Poshmark out there. There's eBay. You could go to Goodwill, buy some clothes, flip them and sell them on eBay. What are you doing? If you really wanted to leave, you could if you start thinking. A lot of y'all have too much to even think. A lot of y'all are too sheltered to even think for yourselves. A lot of you are told what to think instead of how to think, because your parents won't teach you how to think. They'll just teach you what to think. And that's how you know you're controlled. If you can't figure out a situation in real life, your parents failed you teaching you how to think and how to operate in this real world. Okay? They failed you. All they wanted to do was control you. And if you find yourself thinking, well, I don't know how to think, and I'm afraid, and I don't know how to do certain things, it's because your school and your parents failed you. And so if you want that experience, you need to go live your life. Or you need to figure it out on your own, or you need to find someone else who already did that and go from there. Because a lot of times, y'all are just controlled. Y'all can't continue to live that way and be smart and get the life you want. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you have money, save it. If they're giving you money, save 70% of it, or 75% of it. And oh shoot. I don't care what type of business it is, if that's your personal self. I don't know. Whatever it is, look, get your money. Yes. Save yours, spend theirs, invest in yourself. Thank you for the donation, Miss Asina. In the short 4C hair holding you back. I love it. Girl, as long as there's wigs in this world, ain't nothing holding you back, ma'am. If you think it's holding you back, it's holding you back. If you think it's holding you back, buy a wig, ma'am. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. There's some people ain't got no hair. They don't let that hold them back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got hair, no hair, some hair, a piece of hair. If you want to make it, you'll go make it. You said I missed a super chat? Hold on. Let me see what I missed. Is it worth seeing your ex-boyfriend for your birthday? He's still sending some money each month. Girl, as long as he got a nice gift for you, sprinkle, sprinkle. A good gift that's valuable and that you want. I'm not seeing him for free. Where the money? Where's the gift? Is it worth seeing him for? Did you send him your wish list? The links to buy you the gift that you actually want? How do you respond to rude comments about your man paying for stuff and taking care of me? People always say passive aggressive things. Say, well, at least I'm not paying my own bills. This is what I would do. I'd be like, you're right. I just can't help looking good enough for a man to want to pay my bills. It's just how I was born. Make them feel stupid for being passive aggressive. So you know what? When you look this good, some man gonna want to pay your bills. So I'm taking it as a compliment. Main character energy, ma'am. Don't care about what other people think. They just mad at you because they can't do the same thing. All right. Okay, I'm glad I look good enough for my man to want to pay my bills. Shoot, you just called him ugly. Okay. That's a nice, nasty way of calling someone ugly. When they try to tell you passive aggressively, like, oh, your man has to pay your bills. I know, you know what? It's such a burden being so good looking that a man actually wants to pay your bills. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're right. Can't do anything about that. So basically you calling them ugly and complimenting yourself at the same time and not caring what they think and rubbing the fact that your bills is paid and theirs ain't by your man in their face. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that, Rain. How to dress classy as a 22-year-old college student. I can't afford it. Okay. Don't dress as a 22-year-old college student at all. Dress for the life that you want, not the life that you have. So depending on what type of men you're trying to meet, dress to fit in their circles. Okay. For now, anyway. When you get in there and do whatever you want. When you get the ring, when you get the house, name on the deed, property, do what you want. Because that's what most women do anyway. Okay. Okay. Um, mhm. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any more questions. Okay, so another thing, if you have to ask so many questions, if a guy really likes you and da da da, they don't like you. Okay. If you have to wonder about how they feel about you, it's not good. Okay. Um, unless the relationship is very new. If you've been in it for a little while, if it's been more than a month and you don't know, then it's not working. Leave. Okay. If you have questions about how this man feels about you in less than in a month or so, and you're still unsure, there's no progress, you're not any closer to uh, getting anything paid or types of commitment or whatever, he's wasting your time. Okay. So I know some women want to hold on so tight, but after a month, if your life hasn't dramatically improved, he's not the one. Okay. If you have been dating someone for a month and your bank account hasn't grown, you haven't saved any money, and the man is not treating you like you want to be treated, leave. It's not the right one. Okay. You should be dating several anyway. But some women just are so desperate, they will hold on. I know. They will hold on to all the excuses. They will hold on to the possibilities. If you can't hold on to something real, be gone. Okay? Wake up, ladies. Stop holding on to something that's not even real or even possible in some cases. Y'all be holding on to stuff that's not even possible a lot of times. So make sure you know that. Stop hoping and praying. And a lot of times women, this is another reason why some religion is messed up, because people are praying for your good man. The Lord gonna send you a good man. You think the Lord done sent you a dusty, and you sitting there praying for the dusty when you could be dating a man with some money. So stop using religion and church and stuff like that to make it seem like you found the right man or the good man or the perfect man. Because if he was perfect, he'd be paying the bills and making your life better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even though no man is perfect, he's closer than that dusty you sitting over there praying for, because the Lord supposedly sent him. No, he sent him to see that what you don't want, so you can go get what you do want. Okay? If y'all believe in that. Okay? What would Jesus do? Jesus wouldn't be with no broke dusties. He was already had disciples that was broken dusty. Well, he need another one for. What would Mary do? She would move on and survive and go get another one. Spark, spark. There you go. Y'all asking the wrong question. That's when what would Jesus do? No, what would Mary do? Peace out. I'm out. On to the next. All right. Y'all asked what a grown man would do. You said Mary was a prostitute. And then what was Jesus? A pimp? A customer? Okay. All right. Anyway. What was he singing on the way to the cross? It's kind of hard out here for a pimp. Is that what he was saying? part. No, Mary would have been saying that part in the background. He would be rapping. Anyway. If y'all don't know that movie, I'm sorry. It's a cultural reference. Some girl in the chat is super salty because we're sending you money for common sense questions. It's called support. Oh, thank you so much, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I appreciate your donations. If you ain't sending money, you can't really be salty. But I appreciate everyone who means well. Okay. I appreciate it. Men in Sweden don't approach in public. You tired? Then you need to get a t-shirt made. You need to get a t-shirt made that says only real men approach women in public and wear it out in public and see what happens. Then on the back, they pay for dates too. Or get you 2 t-shirts. A t-shirt can help you a lot. Get you a t-shirt made. Real men approach women. Real men pay for dates. Go get you some t-shirts made and start wearing them and see what happens. Just do a social experiment. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. Y'all go online and have t-shirts made and start wearing them out and see what happens. Change the narrative. If you're the main character, you can change the whole story based on your actions. Okay. If I lived in a country where people don't do what I do or do what I want them to do, I'm gonna get the t-shirt made. And it's gonna be a challenge. Get the t-shirt made, get it fitted, be looking good. You have your boobs sticking up, and right, get the t-shirt that say only real men approach women. And walk around. They're gonna read the t-shirt and be like, hi, I'm a real man. And you're gonna be like, I can tell. Then turn around where it says real men also pay on dates and see if you stay. Get the t-shirt made. It's that simple. If you look good enough, get that t-shirt made and wear it out in public and sell a bunch of them to your friends in Sweden. Okay? And they will buy it. Then you can start your business, make your money, and get your man to pay, or a man to pay or approach. Okay? You said we need to make the merch. Do you know how easy it is to make a t-shirt online? Zazzle.com, Spreadshirt, all them t-shirt making companies online where you can design your own t-shirt and sell it. That's how you can make extra money. You get t-shirts, mugs, hats, bags, totes. You get so many lip gloss you get so many compliments using my lip gloss, Isabel. Oh, thank you, girl. Which one you got? I appreciate it. Yeah, y'all hit Level Up Cosmetics.us up. Y'all get y'all some lip gloss, powders, contour, blush. It's in the description bar, the link. Thank you, girl. Can you ever approach a man or only let them come to you? If you want to approach a man, make sure you got money to pay his bills. Make sure you got money to, buy him some new shoes, stuff like that. Make sure you got money to build him up for the next woman. If you look good, you should not be approaching men. If you approach them, they had to have approached you first. If you accidentally bump into them and they use that opportunity to approach you, if you accidentally drop something and they use that opportunity to make conversation with you, then great. But you don't approach a grown man first unless you are a Pygmisha, Barbara the Builder, or a masculine woman. Okay? Because that's all that they're going to see you as. They're going to say, oh, she likes to start stuff. She likes to be the initiator. She likes to be the masculine one. So you don't approach. Somebody said, drop your keys. Allow them to approach you. You can give them a reason to approach you, but you do not say anything. Okay. It says some pretty men approach men because they think they're ugly. Some women don't live in safe enough neighborhoods to wear that real men. Okay, someone says Sweden. Is it the ghetto? They got ghettos in Sweden. Where is it? Denmark, wherever y'all live? I was answering a specific question for a person from Sweden. Now, if you live in a neighborhood where it's not safe enough, then you need to move out or you need to go run errands on the other side of town, put the t-shirt on over there. And if you live in America, you don't need that t-shirt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Glow lip gloss. Oh, yes. That's one of my favorites. Yes. It's like a nudish, really glossy color. So, yeah, that t-shirt is for the women in Europe who men don't approach or pay because it's not culturally, it's not their culture, or some of the countries in Europe. So if you want to change something, change the narrative, make the t-shirt. If you live here, this already supposed to be paying. If you live in a neighborhood that's dangerous, you don't need to put that shirt on anyway because they ain't got no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like that don't even make no sense. Y'all, that's why I know y'all ain't listening. You gonna put a t-shirt on that says real men approach women or real men pay in a place where you know they ain't got no money. You deserve whatever happened to you because you didn't think that through. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm like, please think, ma'am. Think before you act. Like, make it make sense. You know what? Y'all need to start following people on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube that teach information and stuff, not just for entertainment value. Because y'all need continuous education. You're in the process of leveling up. Your main focus is losing weight and leveling up your mind. Should I use the dusties to work to practice your mind? Girl, don't ever use a dusty. A dusty don't have nothing to lose. You go experiment on men with money. Men with money. And I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all can't get out of the mindset, and thank you for the donation, but if you can't even practice on someone worthy, no. Like, why would you even waste your time and energy? So if you're losing weight and you're focusing on leveling up your mind, you're just going to go backwards dealing with a dusty. So why even practice on one? Okay. No, you don't practice on improving your life with someone that's going to make it worse. That makes no sense either. Okay. Stay dust free? Yes, exactly. Stay dust free. Y'all really need to find what? Your self-worth, value, and level. You are deprived. Yeah. It's true. Yes, and if you don't believe that you are worthy, then whoever has taught you your self-worth and value, you need to dismiss them and start valuing yourself or listening to someone who knows their value and can help you with yours. Okay. You've been single for 3 years. Any advices to meet me? Girl, if you've been single for 3 years, uh, I've never met anyone that has been single that long on purpose or by accident. So if you really want to meet someone, you would. You know what I'm saying? And you can just date. Don't look for relationships. Look for men that are relationship material. Will you date? Stop looking for relationships and start looking for relationship material. That will eventually lead to something if they're worth it. Okay. Okay. Is your hair a wig? No, not today. No. You made a rich man and they suck, entitled. They think God's always trying to cross boundaries. They think their God's always trying to cross boundaries. I can't deal with. Then why aren't you the same way, man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Main character energy. See, men and women that have money, they think that way because they are the main character of their own lives. If you want to deal with a man with money, you got to think like someone that also has money, which means main character energy. If you don't have main character energy, if you can't match that energy, if you don't think you're the goddess walking the earth and if you're not entitled and you don't feel the same way, then leave him alone. Okay? If you don't have enough confidence within yourself for that to be the norm, then you're not main character, okay, of your own life. So, main character energy. When you have money, you are the main character. When you want money, you are the main character. When you deal with money, you are the main character. So, be the main character of your own life and stop trying to judge other people for being the main character of their lives. If you can't do it, then don't be with someone who's also a main character. You want a co-star or you want to be the extra in the background? Do you want a main character co-star or do you want an extra in the background that you got to take care of, like on them BET movies? Which one you want, ma'am? You said stop accepting crumbs. You're a goddess. Exactly. Come on now. You meet many rich men, but they suck, entitled. Okay, they're supposed to be entitled. They're supposed to think that they're gods. They're supposed to, if they're trying to cross boundaries, it's because they think that you don't have any. So if you are the same exact way, they can't do anything but either respect you and give you what you want. Okay, and how do you develop this main character energy without the same type of money? It's your looks, man. It's how you look. If you ugly, you might not have it. But if you have money in your bank, you might have it. If you are attractive with no money in your bank, you might have it. Okay, if you're smart and can do whatever you want and, still accomplish the things that you need in life, you can still have that main character energy because you are confident within yourself. You know how to navigate your own life and get what you want. So you have no doubts within yourself. So therefore, if someone else is acting entitled, arrogant, thinking that they're God, all you say is, you know what? So do I. And go from there. So what do we do if we're ugly? Be smart or learn how to put on makeup and wigs. I don't know what to tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you got him, but he's constantly insulting you and making assumptions? Then you ain't got him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if you had him, he wouldn't be talking to you that way. Now, if he's talking to you that way, it's because he's insecure. So all you got to do is be nice, nasty back. So for example, if he is saying something like, "Oh, you're not all that," it's like, well, somebody else thinks I am, and so do you. Or my ex thought I was, because he's still in that inbox. Or you know what? Then date someone on your own level. You have to be able to risk losing that person in order to let them know that you don't care what they think and that you're going to continue to be your main character no matter what they think, how many insults they hurl. Are them bills paid? Then shut your mouth because that's all you're here for anyway. If you want to insult me, then I'm not listening anyway. I know it's your insecurity speaking, so therefore speak all you want. I don't care. Pay them bills. Uh-oh, she advice work on gay guys too, even the being extremely feminine stuff. Get you a rich gay man, fellas. All right, yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. But don't deal with nothing broke. Don't deal with nothing that doesn't have any money to provide or give you what you want and allow you to live your main character energy life. Mm-hmm. If a man is giving you money and he's asking you how you're going to manage it, just tell him you're going to invest it. Lie. I'm going to invest it. All right. So I have an investment account in my bank and I'm just going to put it in there. Or I'm going to put it in my savings until I figure out what I want to do with it. Don't tell him what you're going to do with it. And don't give him too much information. Just lie and say, I'm saving it. I'm saving it. You know, when men are too concerned about your money, they don't got enough to give anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's talking more than he's giving, if he's making more excuses than than he's helping, then it's only going to get worse. Okay. So either you let him know you mean business. Okay, well, you can't afford to date. That's all you should have said. Great. You can't afford to be married. Great. I don't know what to do, where to go from here, but obviously you can't afford the lifestyle that you're trying to live. So either dial it back or let me know so that I can make plans for my life. That's all you need to say. Be serious. You're at this point, you're not getting what you want anyway. So don't beat around the bush. Tell him exactly what you need to tell him. And either he gonna man up or you're gonna be able to go and move on and get something else. How can you buy the book? It still should be available. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Do you live? Okay. I'll check on that after this video to make sure it's still available. Okay. I'll try to make it available after this video. It might have been an accident when I was doing something in the settings. Okay. But it will definitely be available this afternoon sometime. Okay. You talking to somebody for 2 months, we never met. Does that mean you wasted time? Has he sent you any money? If you ain't got no gifts, if your life hasn't improved, if your bank account ain't looking better, or you don't have no, extra jewelry in your collection, and it's been 2 months, y'all are y'all teenagers? Okay. That's the only way that you talking to somebody for 2 months and don't have nothing to show for it. Okay. Why do guys immediately try to find or add me on Instagram when they didn't meet online? They want to look at all your pictures and to see how many guys are under there commenting and to see if you're half naked, just in case they like you and want to introduce you to their friends and family, that you're not some, whatever. And also they need to see what you're doing and all this other kind of stuff, that how you act online is how you probably act in real life. So they want to see how you be acting. That's why you give them a fake account, an alias account, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Isn't it creepy for an old man to like you if you're the same age as their daughter? It depends on your level of maturity. Like, for example, if your level of maturity is higher and you only date men that are older, they're gonna have young children or your age, okay? But it's your level of maturity that separates that. And plus, you're not going to be literally sitting and dealing with someone the same age, because they're probably not going to introduce you guys if y'all are the same age. Unless y'all get married, and by then I'm sure that daughter or child is going to have their own lives. Okay. Yeah, and I don't really think about, like, you shouldn't really think about that. It's what the lifestyle you want and your level of maturity. If you think he's different, he's not. Yeah, okay. What do you think about lipo? Is it necessary? Only if you think it is, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There are fat women out here with men paying all the bills and living the life. So It's just what you choose to deal with, how you think about yourself, your targets, and what you think you need or not. It's all here. There are women that have figured out how to get the lifestyle they want, the man that they want, the type of, house and all that kind of stuff without ever stepping into an office for any type of surgery. Then there's some that think that if they don't have the surgery, they can't get the type of man they want. Da, 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 da. You know, it's all in how you think and how smart you are and what you need to get in order to have the lifestyle that you want. What a man says when a man says they want to build with you, run. Yes. Wait, is that their way of saying they'll be helping you pay some of the bills? Girl, no, it means to run. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When a man says, I want to build with you, it means I want you to build me up so I can save my money for the next chick that I'm going to pay 100% for. So you don't build a man. You let them pay all the bills unless you ugly. And that's the only way you could be with a man and he will claim you. If that is the only way that you will ever have a chance to be seen in public with a man and while he's claiming you is to go 50-50 or help build him for his next woman, and by all means, you don't care, then go and do it. But if you are main character, energy, you look good, you don't have to do that, man. If a man says, I want to build with you, run. Because you don't look like Barbara the Builder to me. You ain't got no construction hat on. Why does he want you to help build him? Why can't he build himself? Why does he need you and him to build it together? If you can't live within his means and be happy and satisfied in life, then you don't need to be with him. Okay? Period. Like, look. So you're telling me that I can't have the lifestyle that I want with your income alone, that I have to put in work and help build us so you can pretend it's your house, your success when other women see you from the outside. No thanks. You go ahead and build yourself up to the man you're supposed to be. I'm not helping you. That's the mentality you need. Get out of Pick Misha and Barbara the Builder mindset and stop thinking like that. It doesn't mean they like you. It doesn't mean they gonna help you. It means you gonna help them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, I wish someone would tell me that. I would just laugh at them so hard. Like, and then I'm gonna go check the mirror, make sure I'm looking right. I didn't do nothing wrong today. Still looking good. Okay. Nope, too young, too stupid. Gotta go. He too young and he too stupid for me because he tried it. Don't ever fall for the okie doke like that. What do you say in the initial stages of dating that they don't, when a guy says they don't want to just throw money at a girl, they are dating just to impress with money he has? I would say, you know what? You're right. You're not that kind of man. You don't need to impress me with money. You don't need to impress me with anything. Just your presence alone is enough. And I don't expect you to feel like that I'm going to impress you either. So I think we should keep all of our dates very low key and very casual. And we shouldn't move too fast at all. In fact, we should probably just be friends so that you know that I really like you for your personality. Girl, put him in a friend zone. That's all he just did to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When a man say he ain't finna spend no money, he slickly put you in the friend zone. I don't like to throw money at a woman. Okay, well then you don't like to date. You want a friend. So guess what, friend? Guess that mean I can still date because we just friends. Because that man over there, he wants to throw some money. He might have less, but he's still throwing. Okay. So yeah. Y'all need to learn how to read between the lines of what these guys are telling y'all. They may have money. They may have a nice home. They might have a nice car. But if they're not spending no money, y'all aren't dating. That's a friend. Okay? That means no touching, no kissing. Don't go to fine dining restaurants. Don't be seen out in public with him on his arm. Be seen out in the daytime. Y'all can do lunch. That's about it. Okay. How to use social media to meet rich men. Okay. Find a rich man on social media and that you might have something in common with. Uh, I don't know, and follow them, see what happens. If your provider loses their income after years of taking care of the household, should you remain loyal? If your provider loses their income, then they should have a backup plan. They should have money saved. They should have investment. They should be financially responsible enough in case that happens. Otherwise, I wouldn't be with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you remain loyal, it's up to you whether he's got money or not. But you'll probably be less loyal depending on the situation. So if he's not financially responsible in case something happens, then he's not financially responsible, period. Okay. Y'all keep thinking financial responsibility is having enough to live paycheck to paycheck. That ain't it. Okay. You need to have savings, insurance, 401k, some type of investment that you can get to in case something happens. Another stream of income that you don't really have to do anything to earn. You know what I'm saying? So if you are really serious about having a provider, you should be really serious about making sure they're financially responsible. Most people that have real money have several streams of income, not just one. Because if they lose one, the other one should suffice. Okay. Think like, tires. Don't you have a spare tire in your trunk? You know what I'm saying? Do you ride around with no spare? Insurance. Don't you got car insurance in case something happened to you? If you're financially responsible, it's the same thing if you lose your job or your one source of income, you should have several. Okay? Several is better. One is terrible. Your husband's low earner provider, you're a talent manager. Should you manage your husband's music career? Girl, first of all, this sounds like a Lifetime movie or some type of movie on BET where the girl get left after the man gets successful. Man, don't help no grown man. You need to drop him and go get you an executive producer or some type of man that already has money and let your husband build his own dream with his own talent. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm saying this is because he's not going to be able to take the credit for it with you. So he's going to eventually leave. So the next woman he meets can think that he did this all on his own. Okay. No, don't help a dusty out, man. Don't help. He said, you mean his girl, you sound bad. Let me help you. You sound desperate and bad. He's supposed to be out earning you, period. Okay. You with him for his looks or something? You with him for his talent? He should already have money and his talent should already be well known if he's with you. Otherwise, he's going to leave you anyway when it does get to where he wants it to go. So if you're going to deal with him, deal with another man at the same time that has more money. That way, when he gone, you got another one. Smooth transition with more money. Okay. I wouldn't do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I just answered your question. Elif Stop dealing with a dusty. Your husband sound dusty. Let him build his own career. If you are the top earner in your family, then keep it separate, ma'am. Let him figure his own stuff out. Unless you want him to cheat on you faster. Okay, I just said it. Yes. If you want him to cheat on you faster, then yes, help his career, ma'am. You already make money. You don't even really need him. If you're the sole provider anyway, why do you want to help him leave you? If you take pride on paying his bills and making the most money and you try to level him up to leave you, what are you doing? I mean, he might leave you. You might find a better one. But that's all you're doing is pushing him out the door eventually. He's not going to take you with him. Okay. As soon as he starts to get a little fame, well known, his song on the radio and whatnot, girl, he gone. Them groupies. What you finna do? Sit there and look stupid? Like, oh my gosh, I got you to where you're going, and now you're gonna leave me for a groupie? Yes, he is. Goodbye. Or he's gonna cheat on you. So why are you helping him get there faster? If he was meant to get there, he'd get there. You're already paying bills. Unless you want him to stay busy so you can go get you a better one. You said that happened like 5 times before, so you gave up, girl. So you telling me you done made the same mistake 5 times and you still trying to do the same thing over and over? Why don't you find someone that already has money and is not in the entertainment industry? Or if they are, maybe they're like a high up person with money and they're not one of the talents. I'm not going to do that. I just answered your super chat 20 times. Did you ask more than one? Hold on, let me see. Okay, this is what you want. You want to build your man. Okay, I said no. There, okay? I answered the super chat. The answer is no unless you want him to cheat or leave you faster. Cheat on you or leave you faster. Do not help no grown man. If it was meant to be, he would get there on his own, or he would hire somebody else to get him there. All right? There you go. Stop trying to do too much. This is why men don't like certain types of women. You try to do too much, and then you don't see them the same as some groupie does. So they leave you for them. Oh, I helped you get to where you are. Without me, you would be nowhere. And guess what? They're going to go to the groupie that thinks that they're all that, and they got there on their own. So stop doing it. Stop helping people. If he's meant to be there, he'll get there. He'll pay for somebody to get him there. You as the wife, be the wife. Not the manager, not Barbara the builder. Okay. Imagine if he got there on his own with his own merit, his own money, and made a lot of money, and then he could earn more and brag to you about it instead of feeling like you got him there. The situation may change. He may be like, okay, well, now I can take care of us and you don't have to be the one that makes most of the money. So stop trying to do too much. Sit back, be the wife. Save your money. Leave him alone. If he wants to make it, he'll make it. All right. Have you seen the Twitter thread about men hating their girlfriends? No. Who cares? Have you seen the Twitter thread about women getting paid, all them bills paid and don't care? And date another man at the same time? You seen that? Okay. Okay. If God forbids you many things such as lip gloss, girl, a man can't forbid you nothing. You sit there and accept that. Tight jeans, leggings, dresses, with slits, etc., because of extreme jealousy. What to do? Pose nude. Just kidding. If a man is that jealous of losing you for wearing lip gloss and tight dresses and stuff like that, then go spend money on extremely expensive clothes that cover you, and handbags and jewelry, and skincare. Go hurt his pockets, man. Okay, go hurt his pockets with something that's not forbidden. Go buy the best everything that you can buy. And then go buy the lip glosses and the tight dresses and keep them in a separate place and go change when you ain't with them. Sparkle, sparkle. Keep them at your friend's house. Go to your friend's house, change clothes, and go do what you got to do. All right. Because that's exactly what teenagers be doing. My mom won't let me wear this, so keep it at her friend's house. Go to her friend's house, change clothes, and wear what she wants. But make sure all your clothing that he allows you to wear and the skincare and makeup and stuff like that he allows you to wear is super expensive. So this is what you said. Well, if I can't wear what I want, then I'm going to have the best quality of what you want for me. Better make them pay. Oh, Brittany, sparkle, sparkle. Exactly. Like, this is what I'm going to wear. This is what I need. If you don't like it, then let me shop where I want. Okay. The most expensive turtleneck you can find. Exactly. Don't test me because you're going to get tested. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, girl, get you some Vaseline. He don't let you wear no lip gloss. Get you some Vaseline. Mix it up with some eyeshadow. There you go, some lip gloss. I didn't buy any lip gloss. I made mine. It's just lipstick and eyeshadow. I can't wear lipstick and eyeshadow. You didn't say I couldn't wear lipstick. You didn't say I couldn't wear Vaseline or eyeshadow. I'm wearing it. I'm just wearing it in a different spot. You got to get creative. Then he was like, this lady too smart. I can't deal with her. I'm just gonna let her do what she wants. If she this smart, she's smart enough to know how to cheat and get away with it. Okay, you can be jealous all you want. You could stop me from wearing all the stuff you want. But if you're a smart woman, you're gonna still do what you want. Okay. All that would have been in vain. Think about this. You're covered from head to toe, can't wear no lip gloss, but still somewhere cheating. How that's gonna look? He's gonna feel stupid, right? So it's not about what you're wearing, it's about how free you feel to be who you are. If you are not able to be free for who you are, then you're going to find somebody else that makes you feel like you're allowed to be free. And that's who you're going to gravitate towards. So jealous men who try to tell women what they can and can't do, they end up really losing. How do I feel about being a viral sensation? I don't know. I don't even have a TikTok, y'all. So I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think y'all feel it more than I do because I don't really have TikTok. I have Instagram though. If y'all want to follow me on Instagram. Okay. Sure, when you go freestyling with heels or off the shoulder dress, they think I just want short relationship sex. What should I wear for freestyle? Not that then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dress like the lifestyle that you want, ma'am. Dress for the lifestyle that you want. That means dress for the type of lifestyle you want to live. You want a classy life? Do you want to be a sex symbol? Dress that way. Because men are going to approach women no matter what they got on. It depends on why they're approaching you. That's the question. Why are they approaching you? If they want sex, they're going to approach somebody that looks like they want to have sex. If they see that you're, respectable, classy, they're looking for a wife or long-term girlfriend that could eventually turn into wife, they're going to approach you. Otherwise, if they're only looking for sex, they're going to approach a woman that is dressed in that manner. So just because you're not getting approached because you're dressed a certain way means you're avoiding men that are only looking for a certain thing. Okay. So therefore, dress for the lifestyle and the type of man you want to approach you. And that's it. Oh, somebody sent me some Cash App. Appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Miss Erica, Miss Jada, Miss Katie Style, Miss Dama Deming Quartasia. Girl, that's a name. Yes. Girl, it sounds like some type of other realm. Fantasy land, girl. Yeah. All right. Your opinion on low earner provider husbands. Okay. But all his paycheck go to your account. Okay. Why? Okay, here's my thing. My opinion on them. I don't really care. As long as all your bills are paid and you can stack your cash and don't have to really help them, then who cares? That's their money and your money. Like you said, right? If you got money and he giving you money, then how are you losing? Is your life better? Do you have money? Do you have to spend it on bills? Then who cares? That's the whole point. Stack your money. You got your business. Stack your money. He's paying bills. I don't really have an opinion if he's doing everything he's supposed to. Okay. Nice group of people. Such a nice group of people. If you like cook, but he starts treating you as a waiter, should I quit? No, you should just burn all the food and stop cooking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you like cooking, then cook, but cook the foods he don't like. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Cook the foods he won't eat. Cook the foods he don't like. Make it super spicy. Make it so he can't enjoy it. If he start treating you like a waiter, okay? Start giving him an invoice with the options to tip. Oh, paid off your car and let you quit your job. How can I get a house, girl? You got it. First of all, are y'all trying to get married? If not, then get a down payment to a house. Start getting a down payment to it and stacking it. Okay. Start allowing him to help you build your credit so that you can get a house. And then eventually, if he invests enough money and time and effort into you, he'll probably try to marry you and y'all get the house easier that way. Okay. Make sure he paying for it though, if y'all get married. Okay. You said how to find a man on LinkedIn? Link out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Leak out and go out in the real world. How do you protect yourself effectively from violence of men without building resentment? I'm kind of terrified of this. Tasers, guns, knives, letter openers, pepper spray, any type of weapon that you can fit in your purse or pocket or in a drawer somewhere in a safety lock box that you have easy access to. That's how, man. They got these things called weapons. They got these utensils that they keep in the kitchen called knives. They got these things they call letter openers, box cutters, to open your boxes from Amazon because you're going to be ordering a lot of packages because, you be shopping and stuff. And they got scissors. I mean, you can get creative with it. pencils, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is whatever you can reach that can be turned into a weapon, a blunt object, whatever you can reach. That's how you feel safe, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I don't know what would make me feel safer. I would feel more safe if I knew I had weapons. I would feel safe if I knew I had sharp objects. I would feel safe if I knew I had tasers. I would feel safe if I knew that I had a knife somewhere. Okay, that's how I feel safe. Or if you can't get access to a weapon, then take some self-defense classes. They have them free online. If your provider doesn't want you to go out alone or with friends, tries to control your daily activities, should this be allowed? I would never do that. I would never allow someone to do that to me. So you can make up lies like, okay, well, I'm going to church, I'm going to visit my mom, going to the gynecologist, and then don't go there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you want to control me? Okay, we'll control this schedule. I have a gynecologist appointment. I'm going to visit my mom. Then I'm going to church. Name all the places he don't want to go. Put that on your schedule and then go do what you want. Going to volunteer at a place that he don't want to go. I'm going to volunteer. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to get a Brazilian wax. Go tell him all this lies or tell him you want to get something done that he don't want to go. Going to the spa. Going to get my nails done. Going to the dentist. You want to come? You're going to be sitting in there waiting for hours. Okay, lie. Y'all so nice. Y'all trying to tell y'all man everywhere you go. I'm gonna go out with my friend. No, you're not. Okay, well, I'm going to the gynecologist. Yes, you are. Oh, I'm going out to have fun and go shop. No, you're not. Okay, well, I'm going to the dentist. Yes, you are. You see? Oh, well, I'm going out to go shopping at the mall. No, you're not. Okay, well, then I'm going to church. Yes, you are. I volunteered. I put your name down too, but they said if I go, it don't matter if you don't. Okay, you better go then. Well, I want to go doing this and go doing that. Okay, well, I got to go to the grocery store. Don't you want to eat? And make sure wherever you're trying to go is right next door to the grocery store in case you come looking for your car in the parking lot. And then if you extra, you can take an Uber and have your car in the parking lot or wherever you said you was going to be if you're super smart. Y'all need to learn how to cheat and lie and cheat. Okay, y'all supposed to have a high IQ, but I can't tell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all know how I learned this? When I was a teenager, when you had to lie to your parents where you was going to be. Think back to then. When you had to lie to your parents about where you was going, where did you tell them you went? Do the same thing with your husband if he's that crazy and controlling. And make sure you use some good old eye drops in his food so he can't try to track you down and follow you because he's going to be in the bathroom. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, you ain't going to follow me because you're going to be in the toilet. All right. Well, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be in the toilet. You're going to be strapped to that toilet after dinner or breakfast or whatever. Oh, your man pays for everything, but he asks you if you want to create a joint. Nope. Only if you don't put no money in it. Your name could be on it, but don't put no money in it. Unless that's money that you don't even want or need. Don't buy no house with no man you ain't married with, ma'am. And don't start no joint account. That's stupid. Why are you putting the cart before the horse? Why are you putting the cart before the horse? You gonna have his baby too before y'all get married? He's trying to use your credit to build his credit so that he can qualify for a house in his name. Does that sound like the okie doke? Yes, it does. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Besides, you would more likely get approved to buy a house if you were married. So that goes to show you. Sus. Girl say no thanks. You got it. I'll get your own bank account. And if he just wants to put your name on a joint bank account that you don't make deposits into, great. But you need to have your own. And if he's trying to get a house and all that kind of stuff, y'all need to be married. That's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, thank you, Drina Sparker. Appreciate that. Yeah, like when you're young and you trying to lie to your parents, where you going? Oh, I'm going to church. Girl, meet your friend up at the church. They take you to the mall, leave your car in the parking lot. Oh, I'm going, I have to go to the library after school. Go park your car at the library and catch a ride with your friend and go wherever you need to go. Back then, we didn't have no Uber. So either you caught a ride, walked, or called a cab. So usually catch rides. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or whoever you meet, girl, your boyfriend. So do the same thing if you have a crazy controlling husband, but make sure you have your own money so that when you sick and tired of being sick and tired, you can just leave. If husband pay for everything, do you still suggest working? I suggest owning your own business. Okay, I would never work for anyone. If I can't own my own business and call the own shots, I ain't gonna put in no type of labor. Okay, that just don't even make no good sense. You got a rich man that's giving you money when you can invest it in yourself, in your own business, a small online business, something small and that can grow. If you don't really have to work, then your business doesn't have to be super successful. It just needs to create another stream of income that builds your bank account. When y'all think business, y'all think too big. And I said this earlier in the video. Your business could literally earn you $100 a day, $200 a day, $1,000 a day, however much, whatever you're trying to get. As long as that's stacking up and earning you money in the savings or whatever, or a business account, then you're not losing and you don't have to work for anyone. And it's something that you build yourself that will increase over time, that you can actually leave to your offspring or your children. You know what I'm saying? And you can use it as a tax write-off. So why wouldn't you? Why would you go and sit there and work for somebody else when it doesn't turn into anything? You can't even leave it to your kids. You can't even write it off as a tax write-off. So you're sitting in there working for other people when you could be building something for yourself or your children. Don't work for other people if you have the option not to. Work for yourself. If you already have a rich husband, then invest in yourself and build something for you and your children. Don't build nothing for him. He already got it. All right. If you don't want to build anything, if you just have an investment account and you just have enough money to live the rest of your life not doing anything, then make sure you at least have that in your name in a trust or something for you and your kids. If you don't really have to work, then do something else, do a hobby or whatever. But if you want to work for yourself. Okay. What if you find out your BF is paying rent or your provider is paying rent for another girl? What if you find out you're getting money from another man? Don't start none, won't be none. Then you will hear my voice saying that's why you're supposed to have more than one, and then you'll actually listen. Yeah, because he got more than one. You don't. Then you done. There you go. Oh, appreciate that, Miss Mina Sprinkle. Out. They're using hashtag sprinkle on LinkedIn. Good for them. That's why you link out and go to the real world. Older Arab guy left first class to talk to you in economy on flight last week. Waited for you after landing. We live same city, agreed to meet when back there, but he hasn't texted in 5 days, lost interest. Girl, Lost count of how many women he probably talked to, man. If he old, he might have forgot, girl. You know, I don't know how old he was, but if he was older than like 60 something, he probably just forgot. You know, the memories be fading. But if he was just older, then he probably lost count of how many women he actually talked to. Somebody say he got count, girl. He went home to his wife or wives. If he texts you or calls you, act like you don't know who he is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, oh, who is this? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm getting ready to pay for such and such. Yeah. Girl, he already know he in trouble for waiting out too long. He either asked what you need, how much you need, when you need it by, or he dismissed himself. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Well, what if he surprises you standing outside where you said you are and he calls and says, come out, girl, then he's stalking you. And he wouldn't surprise you because he'd be in the bathroom. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you're gonna make your escape, then make sure he can't leave. He can't escape either. Okay. Like, okay. Make sure he eat a good old big meal and make sure you give him a nice helping of Metamucil or laxative so that he's in the house all day. If he's going to be that controlling over where you go and what you wear, you can be controlling over what he eats and how he excretes. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got control, so he got control, so do you. All right. But, oh, you can control. You can't control nothing. I hope you know that by now. I hope you done figured it out. You can't control a smart woman. They can't be controlled. You can attempt to control one, but you can't ever really control one. All right. And I control your bowel movements and your diet, and you control where I go, what I wear, and who I talk to. That sounds fair to me. But guess what? You can't get to where I'm going with your problem. Okay. Mhm. You said husband pay for everything. How much should you ask for that you can save? Don't ask for anything. Tell him you're going grocery shopping, get his card, and get cash back. And you decide the amount you want to save from his money. Because if you're married, his money, your money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I need to go to the grocery store. Give me your card. Let me go and get him the cash back. And there goes your savings. Okay? If Or you just simply tell him, like, when you talk to people, you talk to them. You don't ask. You talk to them. Y'all are married. You say this. I appreciate you paying all the bills. Da 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 da. But you know, I appreciate you paying for everything. You're such a great provider. Da, da, da. Now I'm gonna need some money to save just in case. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need some extra money for a savings account. Can you handle that? Make it a challenge. Say, can you handle that? Are you able to handle something like that? Because if he says no, he looks weak. You see? Are you able to handle that, sir? All right. Well, I'm going to need, and then you tell him what you need. I'm going to need this much money a month to go towards my savings. In fact, you can get it automatically deposited into my savings account if you just set it up at your bank or the bank every month. Then you don't have to worry about forgetting it. If you want, I can show you how to do it. Be proactive about it. Don't just sit there and say something. If he says no, then say, okay, well then I guess then I'm not going to be home for dinner. I'm not going to be cooking anything. I'm not going to be able to wash your clothes anymore because I need to start a savings account and I need to go figure out how I'm going to get that extra income. So either he's going to give you the savings or he ain't going to get no food, nothing washed. I ain't going to be doing that anyway, but I know some of y'all are. I don't need that. But if y'all need it, then tell him that all privileges getting ready to be revoked in a nice way. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to do as much as I do around the house now because I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to allow myself to save more money. That's all you need. Then he's going to think about it. Is it really worth it? And he's going to give you the money. Use what you know for your leverage. Use what they take for granted for your leverage. If you don't, then it's your fault. You have all this leverage as a woman. If you can't use it to better yourself, better your life, improve yourself, improve your life, then what are you even there for? Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you don't do anything around the house? Then tell him your presence won't even be there. If you don't do anything, then your presence is obviously what he's, there for. So remove yourself. Like, well, I'm going to be gone all day. Okay. And then go walk around the mall or do something. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit there and allow yourself to be taken for granted if he can't even give you no money to save. Okay. All right. You said who cooks and cleans? Each individual person mostly cooks for themselves because we eat different things. So everybody in my house knows how to cook. If they want something, they'll cook it for themselves, or because we all eat individual things, or we'll order DoorDash or go out to eat. Okay. Cleaning, most people keep their own stuff clean, or we have cleaning services that come, and also yeah. My husband likes to clean more than I do. So he's mainly the cleaner. Because he likes to clean more. Yeah, I didn't get married to be no maid, no chef, man. Sorry. If I wanted to be a maid and a chef, I'd have my own maid company and I'd have my own private chefing company. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What helps me stay calm and collected when your man is annoying? Makes you upset or mad? Focus on something else. Open my phone up. Read a book. Put some makeup on. Anything to distract you. Start looking online at the clothes you want to buy or the jewelry that you want. So when he loses that argument, when he wants to make up with you, he has something to buy you to make up for the argument he's literally about to lose. You're like, okay. Don't even be paying attention then when you react, it should be acting. Like, okay, you're trying to let me get my cart together, my shopping cart together, and get my fake tears getting ready to roll. Let's see. You don't appreciate me. You just think I'm the cook and the maid. Oh. You won't even let me, you won't even pay for stuff. Okay. Yeah, I pay for stuff. Okay, well then pay for this cart. Girl, I ain't listening. Remember, you have free will of what you listen to and what you don't listen to. You can blur that out or you can listen to it. Does that mean you should cheer on your man's work? If he's paying your bills? Like, yay, I'm so glad that you like your job. Okay, great. Like these bills too. Hmm. Do I go out every time my husband goes out? My husband, oh, he barely go out. Sprinkle. But if you're asking for yourself, if your husband goes out, should you go out? You should go do whatever you want. Aren't you grown? Ain't you free? Yes. Okay. You should do whatever you want. You're a grown woman. Why shouldn't you be married with the hot guy? Unless you're gay, unless you're a gay man and that's what you're looking for in a relationship, the hot guy is going to look better than you and going to attract more attention from other women. And you will have to literally deal with that for the rest of your life until he gets ugly. And if he is not a hot guy with some money, then you really stupid. Okay? Sparkle, sparkle. Girl, I'm not finna date nobody that think that they're all that. Only, let me tell y'all why. Because if you are not better looking than him, then why are you dating him? He's not going to give you anything that you want. That's just dumb. That's like hiring someone that is super rich to work for McDonald's. They're not going to show up on time. They don't care about no customer service. They're not going to be the best employee. They're not going to do what they need to do because they already have money. They don't need a job, which means a hot guy doesn't need a girlfriend unless he's using her. So why would you want to be with one? That's just dumb. You could date one for the experience, but don't take him seriously. You can be like, okay, I'm gonna get this out of my system. Go ahead and date a cute guy. I know it ain't gonna last too long, but at least I can say I did and check it off the list. All right. And when you're done checking him off the list, the next one, he needs to be less cute with more money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Otherwise, you stupid. Your boyfriend has his own house, pays for everything. He calls me his wife, and he never asks me for money. He does ask you to clean, but I do it as less as possible. We aren't married. Okay. I ain't cleaning in nobody's house, even if I'm married, unless I choose to, but definitely not as no girlfriend. That's number one. And you ain't finna call me no wife unless I have my name on that house that you living in. Because I am not, I'm still single until I'm married. So therefore, if he's calling you his wife, you're already living with him. He asks you to clean, say no. I'm not cleaning. I don't even have a ring and you calling me a wife. Say, nope, sorry. Like, I'm a wife after you propose and show up to the altar. Okay. Until then, no, I'm not the wife. Correct him. Say, no, I'm just your girlfriend. I'm not, you ain't even a fiance and he calling you a wife. Ma'am, this is the way that men use the power of suggestion to keep you thinking that they're gonna marry you. Do you have a promise ring? Do you have an engagement ring? Or are you the maid and giving him free sex? Because I don't know what to call it. They ain't even your house. Okay. Don't play house. Exactly. Don't play house with a man who won't even claim you as a fiance. So this is what you tell him. I'm not your wife. I'm not even your fiance. And I don't really like cleaning. So hire a maid. And if there's something that you would like to ask me with a piece of jewelry, I'll definitely consider it. Okay, because men will play you for stupid for so long until you wise up. Do I believe in promise rings if they got diamonds in them? I promise I'm gonna keep this ring even if I break up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yup. You got some diamonds in that promise ring? Because I'm a promise I'm gonna keep it. Just like I'm a promise I'm gonna keep every ring, even if nothing happens after the ring. Okay. You've been involved for 5 years with a married man. For 6 months, he don't have sex with his wife anymore. Okay, good for you. They have very busy and separate schedules. We travel the world and see each other 2 times a week. Man, sure I do. Make sure you saving your money, man, and starting a business or stacking your money and investing, because when he's done, you still got money. And also try to have the time to date someone who's going to actually marry you one day. So when you have enough money where you don't need him no more, because he didn't gave you so much and you didn't stack and stack and stack, then when you finally finish with him, when he get old, then now you have the money, the time, the luxury to go find a man who can actually provide for you and marry you. So just use him until you don't need him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What if husband is not working from home and is working most part of the day? Shall I just book a cleaner and carry on with the cooking? I mean, if it's his money and you can spend it however you want, make your life easier, man. Make your life easy. Oh, Madalena, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Okay. So do what you got to do. What is example of some businesses that you think young women could be successful starting? Anything that you can do from your phone, an app on your phone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Poshmark, eBay, Amazon. Start small and build yourself up. Okay. Shopify, wholesale, drop ship. Just easy stuff that you can do online that you only have to really work for 10 to 5 minutes a day online. Don't try to do too much, especially if you want free time to enjoy life. Okay. Just have several. They add up. And use social media to advertise instead of just take pictures and scroll. Okay. Okay. You said signs of a young Dusty in the making, girl. They don't need no signs. You can just look and see. You'll know when you see it. What if they ask for a prenup? What if I want the one you want to protect your money? Then you would be the one to ask for the prenup. Okay. This is okay. Okay. How to become seductive if you're an introvert, you feel like you're always keeping your guard up and very hard to connect with new people. Okay. If you're an introvert and you have a hard time connecting with new people, it's because you probably don't trust those new people or you don't have a lot in common with those new people. Because for me, I feel like if if I was like out there in the real world, I'm not concerned. I have a goal. If you don't have a goal, it's going to be hard to connect to anybody. What is your goal with this relationship or with people in general? Is your goal to get their money? Is your goal to start a relationship with them to where they pay your bills? What is your goal? Because that's how you're going to treat each individual person based on the goal that you set for that possible relationship. So have a goal in mind. And when someone approaches you, then think about that goal. Okay. You're open to receive money. You're open to receive bills paid. You're open to receive what you allow yourself to receive from these people, but nothing else if that's not what you want. Over time, if they've proven themselves and you feel like you can let your guard down a little bit, then great. But at the beginning, only allow what you feel is going to help you get to your goal with that relationship that could be possible. Okay, that's how you put boundaries on it. What do I get? Where you get such wisdom, bad experiences, or all experiences. Like, I don't deal with people unless they're able to better my life. That's just common sense. Now, if you've dealt with people in the past that have done nothing to help you but make life worse, then you quickly learn, okay, don't deal with them riffraff no more. That's it. You learn that in high school if you pay attention. You learn that in your teens and 20s if you're smart. If it takes you several times to learn that, then you might not be the brightest light bulb, okay? So you don't learn from making mistake after mistake after mistake. You learn the first couple of times if you're paying attention as a young person, okay? You don't give the benefit of the doubt if you see a pattern. You see a pattern, okay. If you see it happening with you, if you see it happening with your friends, if you see it happening with your family members, it's most likely a pattern. So therefore, you only allow certain people or experiences one or two times before you're smart enough to say, okay, well, this seems true. And that's what you go by. You don't need it to happen to you 80 times, okay? Especially if it's happened to other people and you can see how they react, how you reacted, and what could prevent it. Okay, you said, how do you trust men? You don't. You trust them as far enough to do what you need them to do. You trust them enough for them to do what you need them to do. Okay. So a lot of women say, how do I trust men? You don't. You trust them to pay them bills. You trust them to take you out to eat. You trust them to buy you a good gift on a holiday. You trust them to, make sure you got what you need, them kids got what they need, and, finances are taken care of, and you got that insurance. You trust them for that. Anything else, they have free will. Okay. And so do you. How do they trust you? Is the question that they should be asking. You're 32 years old. You make $195K. Men in Los Angeles don't want marriage. Should I pursue wealthy men and move? They want an independent woman. Okay, first of all, can you make that money from anywhere in the world? Can you move and still make that type of money? If the answer is yes, then I'm moving. Okay, I'm not living in LA, period, ever. Would never live there. If you have that much money, you need to be dating a millionaire. Somewhere else, far, far away from there, that actually want marriage. Don't tell them you got no money. Put that money in a trust, put it in a savings, invest it into a business or a charity. Allow them not to touch it. Find somebody way richer than you and keep your money and allow them to pay for stuff. Okay. If that's what you really want. If you like the lifestyle that you built for yourself in LA and that's what you want, then just date and don't marry either. Because if you want marriage more than the lifestyle that you're living in LA, then you need to move to where marriage is more valuable. Okay, you found out provider sleeps with others even if he wants me to be exclusive. He says it would naturally let go at some point. I don't care. I want more money. Should I pretend I care? Yeah, get you some more money, girl. You can pretend you care. My stomach is growling. You can pretend you care, but just pretend you care about that money more, in your own mind. And continue dating other people, because if he wants you to be exclusive, and you're dumb enough to be exclusive to him, then be smart enough to be exclusive, but still do what you want to do with other men. Okay? Smart. Because obviously exclusive is only a word. It doesn't mean anything to him. So if that's all it means, then exclusivity does not mean seeing other men. It just means you allow him to claim you exclusively. That doesn't mean you are exclusive. Okay? There's a difference. I allow you to exclusively claim me in public, but that doesn't mean in private that I exclusively act. Okay? So do what you gotta do. Like, no, I can't go anywhere with you in public, but meet me over here. I'm exclusive to you in public, but in private, I do what I want. And in the next town, I do what I want. And if you're not married, I didn't hear nothing. Single till you're married, exactly. I didn't hear what you said. I must have not been paying attention. But lie and don't tell him what you're doing. Okay. So do whatever you want, but lie. How to be the I don't care type? Literally don't care. Like, honestly. If you already know that you're not getting what you want out of the relationship as is, then stop caring about that part of it and start caring more about the part you are able to get. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have a job. You don't like your boss, but the pay is good. Or just like you have a job, but you don't like the coworkers, but the benefits and the pay and the vacation time good. Stop paying attention to the negative parts of it. Pay attention to the good parts till you can find a replacement. Stack your cash, stack your money, and do what you got to do. Relationships are like jobs. You know how they say relationships are work? Well, it sounds like a job to me. Focus on the parts that are beneficial to you, that allow you to become better, that allow you to save and get your money. And nobody's perfect. And if you choose to leave after you've gotten what you want and found something better, that's what most people do anyway. Okay? So that's how you not care. You treat it just like it is. What people say it is. It's work. You treat it like work. What you gonna work on? You gonna work your last nerve? Or are you gonna work your savings account and your bank account to increase so that when it's time to go, you can get them? How did I stop caring so early on? Because I'm a Pisces, ma'am. I don't care. I'm main character. If you an extra in my movie, am I supposed to care about an extra? I'm a main character. That's how you stop caring. You care about your role and your co-stars. If you have some co-stars in your, you got some co-star roles. You got your kids, you got your family, they're little co-stars. You care about their little co-star parts, great. But if you are the main character in your own romance or love story, how are you treating yourself in that? How are you allowing a man to represent himself? How are you gaining? What is your outcome? Is it all going to be worth it? If you don't see your vision and the outcome of your vision before you start, that's why you care, because you don't have a goal. So you're not going to care if you have a goal. You're going to be like, I have a goal. I don't need to care. I'm the main character. I know how the story ends. That's it. How I want it to end. Oh, but I care if they do this and I care if they, no. Then rewrite your story, ma'am, to where you don't care. But yet you're still the winner and have the story that you want to have. That's it. If you're too attached to the outcome and not able to, you know how like in movies, they do rewrites and they take parts out of scripts and rewrite it. Don't be afraid to do that with your life. Like, okay, well, that didn't work out. You're not faithful, or you're not the type of man I thought you were. So guess what? You're going to be the type of earner I need you to be to support whatever I need you to support. Since we got to scratch that part off the list. And I don't really care about it because, added bonus for me, I got more money. and it's going to help me to get to my goal quicker. So you treat things like rewrites and scripts. You don't get too attached to what a story should have been or could have been. You just rewrite it and keep it moving to your advantage, like a main character. Okay. If you don't, then you're going to be stuck caring about something that is supposed to be rewritten and didn't work. Okay. Okay. Now, y'all keep getting stuck on how something is supposed to be instead of how it could be or how it should be or how you need it to be at the time. Okay. If somebody tracking where you are, you like one of them animals in the wildlife where they put a tracker on to see what you be doing. Girl, get you a separate phone and leave your tracker where you said you was gonna be. Go drop it off and then go. Okay. You gotta be smarter. Okay, you tracking me? Here you go. Can't track this Uber though. You have you a burner phone and get you some Uber. Then I'm a secret agent. I forgot to tell you. They enlisted me. Couldn't tell you though. Can't even talk about this. Girl, he's gonna be thinking he crazy after that. Like, when you get caught, that's what you tell him. You know what? I can't talk about it. I signed a contract. Girl, make up your own story. Be your own main character. You get caught, you can't talk about it. You an agent. You signed a contract. There's stuff you can't talk about. He ain't gonna know what to do. It's like, what he gonna say? He can't say nothing. I don't believe you. I know you weren't even supposed to know. I gotta do what I gotta do, or else. Because I signed. That's all you gotta tell him. What he gonna do? I don't believe you. I'm gonna come. You can't. They said if you interfere, sorry for you. All right. So I got to go. No. What to say to a guy who only wants to meet at his house but not outside and go on dates? He don't want to be seen in public with you, ma'am. Sorry. He's trying to protect his reputation or hide. So make sure he's still spending money if that's what you agree to. You know, pull up that card online. Make sure he's still spending money online. Otherwise, y'all dating for free. Make it cost more to stay home than it is to go out, and I bet you he'll take you somewhere. Should you quit your job and find a wealthy man your boss wants to promote, but I want a child and husband? Okay, here's my thing. If you can't multitask and get it both done at the same time, then like work and spend your money to where you know you can get you a man to pay for everything and provide, to where you just know, like it ain't even no doubt. Like have a couple of months savings. Really focus on doing what you got to do. If you just know that it's going to be very possible to do that, then yes. But don't quit your job and go try to look for some man if you are not 100% sure that you can pull one. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. If you ain't 100% sure that you can get one, even if he old or whatever, then don't do it. If you're not sure, then work during the day and go try to find one at night or on the weekend, or take a couple of days off of your vacation time and go try to find one. But until you find one, if you're not 100% sure you're going to find one, keep your job. Oh, Sprinkle. Thanks for being a member. One of your fiance's many businesses is personal training, and he wants me to take some of the clients to train so I can make some extra money. Do you think it's a bad idea for me to work with him? Girl, I know y'all young, because that is a terrible idea. Start your own personal training business and take his clients, man. Start your own gym. Do your own thing. Start your own business, because you're just working for him at that point. Don't work with him. Either do something totally different or steal his clients and make them your clients. But I ain't working for you if you're my husband, because you might not pay me right. Rumors could get started. You know what I'm saying? You helping him build his business so he can have more clients when they could have just been your clients. You know what I'm saying? So be smart about it. Say, no, I'll just start my own business and you can refer your clients to me. Or you can just say no. That's it. Young people always make that mistake and end up regretting it later. So don't do it. He's trying to think about this. If the tables were turned, would he do the same for you? Would he help you earn more money by working for you so that you could have more clients? Or would he go and try to start his own business so he could be the man? If he wants you to work for yourself with his money, of course. That's the startup money. Okay. Uh-oh, Sabrina Sprinkle. All right, I'm getting ready to go. Yeah. Don't ever do something because you like somebody. Do something because it makes sense. Financial sense. Okay. You know how they say, oh, it's nothing personal, it's just business. Think like that whenever it comes to business and relationships. Oh, it's nothing personal, it's just business. He said, how you stop loving the loser that you're with? He is so sensitive and he needs support. Girl, get a dog. Sprinkle. Sound like a dog to me. A human pet. That's all you got. If he's not a man, he can't pay them bills and he can't take care of you and lead the way and make sure you got everything you need and more, then he's a human pet. All right. You can get a dog or you can get a cat. You can adopt a child. Okay. Sounds like that's what you want. He's playing on your maternal instinct. Okay. That's what Dusty's and human pets do. Sprinkle. It sounded like he was describing a pet, a child, or something, someone helpless, not a grown man. Okay. I would be embarrassed. I wouldn't even claim that person in public. I wouldn't even tell nobody that, man. Sounds like a weakness, not someone that gives you strength. He sounds like a weakness and not someone that is full of strength. Do you really want that? All right. Think on that one. Think on that. You can't brag about him. He's your weakness. Sound like a human pet. What's next? Okay. No. You love him. Okay. Well, you're supposed to love a pet, man. You adopted him. But do he love you enough to get up and turn into a man to pay them bills? No. So it's a one-sided situation. You got a human pet. Do you want to keep that human pet? Okay. That's the question. Sprinkle. Um, these kind of men will take from you and build another woman. Exactly. Why y'all, girl, y'all just get him a leash because he's a human pet. He's a human pet, ma'am. And think about this. Would you want your daughter, if you ever have children, would you want your daughter one day to have a human pet and not a real man? Y'all spend hundreds of dollars on wigs, lashes, makeup, clothes, only to turn around and have a human pet. You've invested thousands of dollars in your looks, your body, your hair, your nails, to turn around for a human pet? No. No, thank you. A dusty? Someone who can't do nothing for you? You might as well let yourself go. You might as well take the wig off, take the makeup off, don't do your hair, don't go to the nail shop, throw on a t-shirt and some leggings because that's all he is worth. You might as well look like who did it and why because you got a human pet. Pets don't care how you look as long as you give them shelter, food, and provide. Safe place, okay? You don't got to look no type of way. He already wants you for a whole nother reason besides your looks. So if you really need to save some money for, for your future, stop doing all of this. Because a human pet don't care what you look like. They care what you earn like. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So save your money unless you're looking to replace. Save your money and your makeup and all that kind of stuff unless you're trying to replace him. Okay. You've been talking to this guy for a month, asked for $1,000. He said he would send it, but only sent 500. I always ask for double, ma'am. He would have sent 1,000 if you asked for 2,000. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always ask for double for what you need. If you did, that's how, you need 1,000, ask for 2. Instead of sending 5, he would have sent 1, and you would have had it what you need. All right. So you already know how men think. You've had the experience. Next time, you know what to do, right? When you need 1,000, ask for 2. Instead of getting 5, you're gonna get 1. There you go. Did she? Okay. You can't be hidden. Okay. All right, y'all. Get ready to go. Oh, Cassie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me help y'all out. How to navigate YouTube. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all. Because some of y'all don't even know. I don't know how y'all be on social media and don't know how to even navigate YouTube, but I'm gonna teach y'all for a second. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some lessons. Okay. This is my YouTube. Okay. You see where it says home, video, shorts, and lives? You click on live, and it's gonna bring up all my live videos. See? That's where they're all at. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they're not there, they're under memberships. And if you see one that you haven't seen, you click under membership. And these are all the videos that you need to be on membership to see. Okay. Tier 3. Okay, you got to click on the live. These words are up here for a reason. There you go. Some people don't know. You gotta tell them. They just be looking at pictures like infants. So I don't see it. Read, man, read. Okay. I'm not insulting y'all. I'm just being silly. Okay. I used to do that too because they be changing up YouTube so often. They change how stuff looks all the time. And if you don't really pay attention to stuff like that, you're not gonna notice. So I'm just being silly. I'm serious. Like, if you're not on YouTube for a long time, or if you don't subscribe to many people, you can literally click on there and stuff, it looks totally different. So I'm just being silly, but I'm also helping y'all at the same time. If y'all are trying to look for them live videos, they are under the live section. If y'all are looking for the membership videos, just hit the membership button, so on and so forth. Okay. And under my video, there's merch listed sometimes. Let me see if they got it. Click. Okay, when the commercial's not on. It says send me your Amazon wish list. You can't afford what's on that wish list, man. I'm gonna have to add some stuff that is affordable. I'm gonna put it in the community section, and anybody who wants to contribute, then you'll be able to do that. It says SheRa's adopted daughter. Y'all are silly with these names. What did I put on my prenup? Till death do us part. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Had that insurance. We ain't divorcing. The green screen, look. Made it look like I was missing teeth. Hold on. I wonder y'all think I'm looking so weird. It's this green screen. Ooh. All right. I don't think I'm an alien. They're gonna be making clips to where, look, she's an alien. She's shape-shifting. Y'all know how them conspiracy theories do? I told y'all she was. Yes, y'all got me. It's that alien technology. All right. Anyway, I got to go. I'll see y'all later. Oh, remember, everything is in the link in the description bar. You can join my Patreon if you want to ask me a personal question in the messenger section. The book that I was talking about earlier, Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, it's like about housewives and stuff and how they let their husbands take advantage of them, and except for like one at the end. It's a horror comedy, perfect read for fall, autumn, spooky season. That's linked in the description, the first link in the description bar, along with other fall stuff that you can order for the season, like some candles and snacks and whatever, mugs, I don't know. Anything to make you feel more cozy and autumny. I have some books on there, some coloring books, some adult coloring books. So however, if you have time to read and color and be free, or if you just need a nice candle or some tea or some pumpkin spice, anything, that link is available below. And I'll see y'all on the next. The Patreon link is in the description bar. Everything you need is in the description bar. Everything you need. Click it. The links will be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See y'all later.